Okay. There. I just gotta finish off this vid, guys. I gotta finish off this vid before I go on to the live stream. Guys, I gotta tell you, the Gerard Perregay Laureata White Ghost. You know what? What a fucking I fucking hate it. I hate Gerard Perregay. I hate the Laureata. I hate fucking Bamford. I hate ceramic. I hate white ceramic. Every fucking thing I hate about this watch. 16,000 US fuckeroonies. What were they thinking? Who the fuck would buy this sort of shit? I don't fucking understand it. Why the fuck would you do that? And I don't give a fuck how much money you. Well, actually, I do, sir. I do care. I mean, fuck me dead. Seriously, would you buy this Gerard Perregay? Not on my fucking life. I'm Archieluxury. This has been a paid review, $50 for a paid review. Come on, guys, get the fucking paid reviews happening. I haven't got many at all. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Look down below to see how you can organize a paid review, and I will see. Also, check out Archieluxury live stream. That's my daily live stream channel. I'm there making vids for you fuckers. Yes, I am. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Okay, let's get the fucking show under the road. Let's press the button, guys. Where's the button? Which button? Which intro do we run? Let's run the big intro. Go! Hey guys, Archieluxury live streaming. Unfortunately, Timmy can't join us. He's out with the community. What the fuck? I am the community, sunshine. Yeah. So, guys, what can I say? What can I do? It's pretty nasty, savage shit. That's right, guys. It is vicious. Look, guys, I got to tell you, man, I'm broadcasting live. It's actually a public holiday in Brisbane. It's the RNA, the Echo Show Day, where the country gets ripped off by the city and the city gets ripped off by the country. So yeah, that's what's going on today. Let's keep this show going, guys. I've been doing a few paid reviews. One of my good fans, he's asked. We got Sirocco on. Sirocco's on. Hey, Sirocco, how are you, man?
Morning, Archie. How are you going?
Hey, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, Sirocco.
Good to see you use the original intro. Well done.
Yeah,
I love it.
I uploaded it for you, so I thought I may as well use it for me as well.
Yeah, thanks for that. We
Hey,
used
no
it
worries.
last night.
How's the dungeon going?
Well, we gave Dis the keys.
Okay.
And Dis ran a show overnight, and it seemed to be pretty successful.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I try and stay out of the dungeon. The reason why I do that is because when I go there, Bear starts scrutinizing, Bear starts giving me commands. I just like to leave it go. You understand? Because
yeah, I get it.
It's when you get too many chefs, spoil the brew. By the way, Sirocco, I'm fucking a little bit on the foul mood side today.
Righto. Should I be worried?
No, I'm telling you, they have Swedish death cleaning. So Swedish death cleaning, you get rid of your clutter so that the people who have to deal with your death can have an easy time. Basically, they just want cash. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I decided to do, how's this? Swedish revenge death cleaning.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the idea. I'm going to get $1,000 worth of dollar coins.
Right.
I'm going to sprinkle them around the yard. Okay. I'm also going to plant steel duds. I'm going to put some fake ones in too.
Right.
I'm going to leave 4 metal detectors in the garage and a map.
And a map. $1,000
And I'm going to
coin. How big's your fucking garden, for Christ's sake?
I'm going to fuck with the metal detectors so they give false readings.
Nice.
I am, my book collection.
Yep.
Before like in the later years, I'm going to get a couple $1,000 worth of $5 notes, $10 notes, $20 notes. Indiscriminately going to shove that money
You got a super
into
chat.
some books. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Super chat from my good friend GB. GB $2. Have a drink, Arch. Jumping on a plane to Cozumel. Now, GB, he got
Have
me.
a good time in Cozumel.
Speaking of a drink, look what he got me.
Wow.
Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Soldier. Da 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 da. You know what? I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have a bit of a sip of that. Why not? Why not? What do you reckon?
Why not indeed?
Give it a squirt. I'm gonna have a drink. Why not? Fuck it.
Yep.
So I got to tell you this. As for the Swedish, they can go fuck themselves. They want the money. They can fucking well work for it.
Absolutely.
The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give them printouts of a couple books that are very valuable, right?
Yep.
So they got to find the valuable books out of all. I am deliberately, as I get older, I'm going to go to book fairs, secondhand garage sales, buy more books to dilute the mix. Does that make sense?
Yep.
What do you think of that idea?
I reckon it's a good idea.
And you know what else I'm going to do?
Spend it all. Spend fucking everything, Archie. Just buy luxury shit and then hide it all.
I'm also, let me tell you this. So I'm going to put the $20 notes into some of the books. What do you reckon of that idea?
Yeah, why not?
And I'm going to take photocopies, leave them on my desk of all the valuable books. Oh, shit. I got someone here. 1 minute. Cover me. Hello.
Okay. There's someone here.
Thank you.
So GB's going to Cozumel. Great place. I enjoyed my time there. 3 months was a little long. You can have a good time, isn't it? Not hurricane season there, GB? Say yes or no. Where has he gone? He keeps disappearing. We're fucking 8 minutes in and he's disappeared. Fucking hell. Unbelievable. Anyway, it is hurricane season. I guess that is. It's hot. It'd be super fucking hot in August in Cozumel. It was fucking hot in January. Hot in February. There he is. He's coming back.
Whew, sorry about that. I had a parcel delivery.
That's all right, mate. How's the painting going? Weren't you painting a fence or something?
Yeah, no, how's the painting going? I tell you what, get a professional in. I hate fucking painting. You know that?
Absolutely.
Fuck me dead. That's one of the worst fucking jobs you could ever fucking devise. That should be torture. Have you done much painting in your life?
I did it sort of kind of professionally for a few years. You got a super chat.
Thank you so much. There we got Cactus, $2. Any thoughts on the Seagull 1963 chronograph? Yeah, fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. I hate Seagull. That Seagull movement, they use that in a lot of the shit fucking fakies. You know that?
Yeah. You got another one from
This is bourbon, I think. We've got William.
Very nice. Very nice at 9:10 in the morning. I'm just having a cup of Tetley's tea.
This is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. William Money, leave Frederick Constance in your paddock boxes. Ah, fuck yes. Yeah. That's a
right?
good gag. Fuck,
Nice.
William Money. I like it, man. I'm going to have a drink.
I'm a big swig of it. There's a couple of questions in the chat I've seen.
This is like a sweet whiskey. You know that? This Kentucky bourbon's like a sweet whiskey.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What's the best thing to do in Brisbane for Arch and Tim, Sirocco? I really don't know because I don't live in Brisbane. Mr. P says, hello, Sirocco.
I got to tell you, Sirocco.
You told me they're coming in September, aren't they coming this month?
Sorry, August. That's right, August. I said, what did I say?
You told me September.
Did I? I thought I said August.
Yeah. Hang on, let me look.
Shit.
Unless I dreamt it, because I asked you the other day. Oh, you sent me a link. Where are we? You told me 22nd
of September.
4th of September.
Fuck. It should be. No. When are the septics coming to Brisbane?
Yeah. You told me September.
22nd to 24th of August.
August.
Fuck. Sorry, man. I've been having a few marital problems, you know?
Yeah. I'm thinking I might drive down there.
Hey, 100%, man.
Thinking about it. Just, you know, it's only, 10 days away. I've got to get that mug. Where's that mug? Let's have a look at that mug.
I've got it.
You still got it? Cool.
Yeah. Where is it? Here it is. I put it in a container. I've got it in a box for you so it doesn't get damaged.
Beautiful. Look at that.
It's just in the special box for you.
I might come down. So it's next weekend. Fucking hell.
Fuck. No. Today is the 10th.
It's the 10th.
10th. It's like not
Monday,
next week. Next week, it's sort of a week and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Monday week.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at see what's going on. I might as well come down and meet Timmy. I didn't meet him in New York, and he was all upset about that.
Oh, I think it's just an act. I don't think he gives a shit.
I don't think he gives a shit either.
So, Rocco, I was talking to some watch dealers. They reckon trade is down 60 to 85%. What do you reckon?
I can see it just getting worse for them. I mean, interest rates went up another fucking 0.5% last week, whenever it was.
Yeah, but let's face it. Okay, these dealers had it so fucking damn good. You got fuckwits buying Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches. Well, fuck me dead. It's not all. Do these people have any qualifications to be a watch dealer? What do you fucking need? You don't need a degree. You don't need to study fucking master's degree for fucking 5 years at university. All you need is a fucking ego, a bit of fucking credit card money, and off you fucking go. You're an instant watch dealer. You're a businessman.
Absolutely.
Fuck me dead. It's quicker than an Amway business.
Yep.
The requirements are less than Amway.
I'm going to drop the link to Diz. Diz is the hero of the moment, running the dungeon overnight.
How's he going? Is he going okay?
I think he did very well. He was on with us for a while, and someone asked if he'd been given the keys, and he said no. So Dodger and I sorted that out for him.
Okay, so you've given him access to StreamYard, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah. So he can he ran a show all by himself.
Okay, that's good.
I think Dodger jumped in.
Let me just have a look here. I'll just make sure. What's his what's the first of his email account? What's the start of it?
I think it begins with M.
MAF?
Could be.
Okay. Yeah. So he's got admin access. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's fine. Hey, I want to go through this list. We got Timmy's got access.
Yep.
Does Timmy really need access? Oh, no, he does because he stops and starts stuff. Yeah, he does. Who's Justin Forge?
Justin Forge, he was on Diz's show last night. He's a good guy. He's Canadian. Nice guy.
Now, he's got access like on StreamYard. Should I keep that or delete that?
I think you can keep it.
It's costing me $9 an account, by the way. $9 a month for each of these, by the way.
Yep.
Who's KRZYS?
That's a Polish friend. Well.
Oh, fuck. The Dodger. We'll leave that one.
Yeah, got to leave that one.
MAF, that's this.
Yep.
Plastic's got one.
Plastic's got one.
Green Room's got one. Sirocco's got one. How about Trading Loss? Is he active? What do you think? Keep it or
he hasn't been active for a little while. He was active a lot, and then he stopped probably. I guess
just leave it. Probably just leave him there. What do you reckon at the moment?
I reckon leave him there. You know.
No, because the thing is, Sirocco, each one of these extra over the limit, it's costing me $9 a month for them. So if I can trim a few off, that's what I'm trying to do. Sure. I'm trying to cut costs. Okay, things aren't going that great.
Well, what I've noticed, Arch, and I don't know if this is correct or not. I mean, when I came in just now, I just came in. I didn't click on the link. I just came in through StreamYard.
You can do that if you are a member there, correct? If you're that costs me money. You understand that? Okay. It's not free.
Yep.
Like, I mean, to have you on that list, you can come in. It doesn't cost me per time you come in, but to actually have you on the list, it's not free.
Yep. No, I get that.
But that's fine. That's the best way to come in. Sirocco, I want to say something to you, man.
Should I be scared?
No. I'm just talking to you, man. What I really find is that with these watches themselves, I don't really give a flying fuck if they're in or out of. I don't give a fuck. I never bought them for other fuckers. You know what I'm saying or not? Yep. I bought them for me. Now, that doesn't mean when I buy stuff, I don't care about resale or what's going to happen to the price. I do, because it's my investments in these things, okay?
Yep.
But I don't really give a fuck if my... Okay, so by the way, I'm wearing a sub today. I don't give a fuck if that is no longer 28,000. These are now... Shawnee had one. It sold for under 20, 41 mil date.
Wow.
But it sold in a day.
Yes, the people are still buying it. And he's still making a profit.
No, it was cheap. It was very cheap. It was cheap. Yep. Let me say this to you, okay? I got to tell you, Sirocco, I bought these for me. And the other thing is, I was actually went through my list of stuff. Should I sell a few stuff off? I like them. I like owning stuff. Do you?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I don't need to be trendy or do this cleaning. You know what? Go fuck yourself. I like a mess. You don't like it? Well, just fuck off. When the will's being read, I'm going to put special provisions there. If you just want the money, you can fucking leave now.
Absolutely. Well, that's why I buy my watches. I don't buy them. I don't give a fuck what other people think. And I don't really care about resale. I just buy them because I like them, and I wear them as I want.
100%.
Yep. That's all that counts.
How have you been, man? You okay on the boat? Everything's cool?
Absolutely. I'm up in I'm in the tropics, up in Yapuna area.
Yeah.
Been here a week and a day. And it's always been my second home, and it's now become my first home. I've given up my berth in Bundy.
Oh, you're out of there now.
Yeah, out of there.
Oh, fuck me, Dad. I didn't think that would come, but okay, if you say so, Sirocco.
Yeah, I just thought, what's the point in coming here 2 or 3 times over summer? They've got no ties in Bundy, so I may as well just come up here and stay here, and it saves a lot of diesel, and it's 20 minutes out to the island.
Okay, whatever works for you, man. Whatever it
absolutely
is there.
Got everything I need here, so I'm just perfect. I have to say, it's been a bit fucking cold the past couple of days.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking August, and it's freaking freezing. What's
freezing.
going on?
Any word on the car? What are you going to do with the car, man? Oh, we got a new member, Omar. Omar has become a YouTube member. Omar, that's so cool, man. I love it. Thank you, man. That means a lot. Members get special benefits. Normal people don't.
Yeah, the
Let me
car,
ask
I'm,
you,
I'm sort of haven't made any decisions, so I think at the moment I'm just going to keep it a little while.
Sirocco,
You know.
unless you got it garaged
Oh,
and
talking
stored
of the
away.
devil, Justin Ford's
Ooh,
super
look at
chat.
this. Justin Forge. Hi, Arch and Sirocco. Dis did a great job today in the dungeon. By the way, thank you, Justin Forge. $14. Thank you so much, man. That's really cool.
He's a good guy. JustinForge.com. He's an author.
Yes. Is he? What does he
Yep.
write about?
He was. I don't want to give the whole story away, but it's kind of he was in the border force. I think the Canadian border force.
Ah,
And he's sort of used that as a
they're
as a
very
base
mean fuckers.
for his book. It's a great read. I believe all proceeds from the book for every sale in total goes to a charity. I forget the charity.
Didn't go
Yep.
there.
We got Marcelo. Hey, Marcelo, we got your good friend Sirocco here.
I see. What was the whole intro about that you put the picture of me from yesterday?
No idea. Green Room does the editing. No idea.
That's why. Yeah, that's
no.
why.
How are you going? How are things going with you?
Well, not the
Marcelo?
best. I mean,
How's the
restaurants.
wife? Is she happy? Is everything okay?
Well, like I said, not the best. I mean, restaurant's still soft. It's still a bit soft.
But how are you going? Is she friendly to you now? Is she nice to you or not?
She always was nice to me.
We didn't think so.
Well,
you think she was friendly? I don't think so.
No, she always was nice. I mean, until we are married, then she with me, she always nice. The thing is, I mean, the restaurant is a little bit soft. Maybe it's the summer. Maybe it's can
a little
be
bit soft. What do you mean by a little bit soft? What the fuck's going on, man? How are you going to pay the rent if the restaurant's soft, man? I tell you what, I wouldn't be getting that fuckwit Danny. Who was that guy who's giving you YouTube advice? I wouldn't get him involved in your business. You'll fucking go bankrupt.
Danny? Who is Danny?
Who's that?
Shane.
That from Night Diver.
I wouldn't be listening to his advice.
No, I don't listen to nobody's advice. I'm okay. I don't. I actually a little bit. Yes, I lost the phone of the shop today. So
you lost what?
Yeah, I have a phone that actually is the phone that people call for reservation. So we lost it.
How do you mean you lost it? What the fuck? How could you lose the phone?
I don't know. This is something weird.
Fuck, man, this is not a joking matter, man. This is not just comedy hour. Fuck me dead. So you've lost your phone. So what are you going to do then, man?
Well, I mean, in my explain why we had the problem with some reservations yesterday. Well, we're going to apply to a new phone, or we're going to find the phone later. I mean, we will see. We will see what happens.
Hey, Sirocco, could you make this shit up? What do you think, man? You're running a business. Fuck me dead.
Yeah,
seriously.
I know. Don't forget to read the super chat.
How the fuck could you fuck this up, man? That's just
exactly. It happens, you know. This what life
is. Night Driver, $2. Thank you, Night Driver. We do appreciate that. There, every super chat counts. Sirocco, you were a huge Marcelo fan. Are you guys friends now? What's the status update? Please tell me.
We're not besties. Let's put it that way.
No.
But we sort of buried the hatchet. We did that little, which I got fucking bagged and vilified over when he got a little bit drunk on the stream. And fine, and we let that go as a kind of redemption for him. I unblocked him from WhatsApp. I don't know if that was a good idea, but
you unblocked him from WhatsApp.
I unblocked him from WhatsApp.
Oh, he was blocked.
Oh, absolutely.
Holy shit, you took it badly, man.
Oh, I just said, well, fuck you. There was no. Anyway, look, we've been over this. So there was no. Yeah, you know what? We all know what happened. It's history. And let's be fair, if he hadn't have done that, where would the dungeon be? We wouldn't have a dungeon.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, man. I totally agree. So, Rocco, I wanted
Thing that happened, right? Because now you guys have.
to ask you something. So, Rocco, okay.
Right? You can ask.
I had a friend over the other day, okay? I'm actually going through a really difficult phase in life, okay? Because I am turning 50 soon, right? 50 is a very big, it's a zero, it's a birthday that ends in a zero, right?
Yeah.
I'm turning 50. I'm actually 2 weeks older than you. What are you talking about?
Now, the problem is you start to reevaluate what's important to you, what's the meaning. You start asking these questions, right? And no.
All I can say is my experience, Archie, when I got to 50, that's when I decided to retire and buy a yacht.
Yeah.
So you start to buy a yacht when you're 50?
Yeah, that's what I did.
I thought that you bought it way before.
No. I was 1 month before my 50th, and that's when I said, fuck this, I've had enough of this work, had enough of dealing with customers, I've got enough money in the bank, let's go and do something.
So this is the time you got your yacht license, so you didn't know how to run a boat before?
No, I didn't get a yacht license. You don't need a yacht license. No, I bought a boat. That's when I first bought my last boat.
So you used to have, how we say, boat license before, like how to.
Hey, this is going around in circles. Let's just ignore him. What the fuck? Even if you explain it to him, he's not gonna. It's gonna add nothing. So let me just. We're off on tangent. So a mate of mine, listen to this. He told me this. I'm just shocked. Can I tell you something, Sirocco?
Go on.
He's not a bad guy. He's never really followed my advice. Brown shovel, very quickly, $5. Maybe this clown Marcelo should stop trying to get on every stream and start concentrating on his failing restaurant. No, it's not really failing. He lost the phone. Find the phone.
Yeah.
That's not. Don't fucking do that again. Okay, let me say that to you. Sirocco, so this guy, he's a little bit older than me. This is what scares me. I don't want to end up like him, okay? He said to me, his wife came in one day and said, I have absolutely no interest in sex whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she came in and told him, right?
Yep.
I have absolutely. So I said to him, does that mean sex with you? Is that sex with you or sex with everyone? And he said to me, it was sex, just sex in general. She has no desire for sex whatsoever.
Well, it's better than just saying she didn't want sex with him.
And I said to him, well, what's the point of staying with her then? That's what I said to him. I'm very brutal. I said, well, what's the fucking point? I mean,
maybe company.
If you wanted companionship, you'd buy a dog.
You can't fuck a dog.
Like he's worked really hard. He's paid for they had kids, they did this, they did all this stuff. And then she turns around and says she doesn't like sex. I said to him, that's like buying a car and the dealer says, don't drive it. You're not allowed to drive it. What the fuck do you mean I can't drive it?
Like, question. Does for you a wife involve only on sex?
No, but it's a big part. What would you say, Sirocco? Because I remember your famous line, honey, I'm buying a boat and you're not coming on it.
You're not invited. Absolutely. You're not invited.
I said to him, maybe it's time to pack up.
I would probably be a bit pissed off, to be honest. Sorry? I'd be a bit pissed off.
The thing is, he said to me she was a real horn dog. I said, yeah, mate, that's marketing. Like when he married her, she was...
But does that make sense? How long have they married? How long have they been married?
Over 20 years.
Well, is this just been a gradual thing, or has he sort of not been performing to her, and then she's gone, well, fuck this. Obviously, I'm bored with it.
He's into it. He's into it.
Yeah.
He's been pretty faithful guy. Like I said to him, don't you feel shitty now that you didn't have a few little extras?
So I'm just reading.
Is that
some
wrong
of
to
that.
say that or not?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, like Anthony Napolitano says in the chat, is he allowed to fuck other women?
Yeah, good question. I actually did ask him that. It's interesting you say that. I
Yeah.
said, well, are you allowed to have? And she said, when he said, fuck, that's not what I signed up for. She said, well, find someone else. So I think the answer is, she says that, but do they actually mean that? It's like these women, they say to you,
Yep.
you don't like it here, you can go. But then you go, then they get all shitty. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I said to him, I said, mate, what do you want to do? You know, he's worked a corporate job, okay? So they got an average house.
There's no fucking hookers. He lives in Brizzy?
Yes, he does.
There's no fucking hookers around. You know, when he wants a bit, just fucking...
Yeah, but he kind of...
As long as he's still fucking cooking his dinner and shit like that, you know.
Okay, can I tell you what he wants?
Go on.
He wants the GFE experience.
He wants to what?
He wants the girlfriend experience. He doesn't want just quick. Look, I'll be honest with you. I said to him, I wouldn't put up with that. And he said, no, you don't understand. He's basically fucked her every day of his life since they've been together. Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't say she doesn't want sex. Doesn't mean he doesn't get sex.
Oh, okay. So he's still getting it.
There's no enthusiasm. Do you understand?
You got a super chat, Archie.
Trading profits £1.80. Arch, how much would you pay max for? Arch, how much would you pay maximum for paddock 5930G naked? Fuck me dead. What's a 59? That's a world time. I think it's a world time chronograph. 5930G. G is white gold. Yes, it is. It's the look, I got to be totally honest with you. Papers is making big difference now. It's really making big differences. So you've got to be, you know, I don't like naked. Why is it naked? I don't fucking like this. I mean, how can someone lose the papers on a watch that's over $100,000? I don't fucking understand that. What the fuck? Oh, by the way, Ross, Rachel, Brady, are you a member of the Archieluxury WhatsApp group, Sirocco?
No. No, I don't.
Can I make you a member?
No, I don't really want to be in the group. And you've got a couple of super chats coming in. Nelson,
quick super chats. Here we go. Okay, we'll come back to that paddock in a minute there. Nelson Oliveria, $10. Archie, we need George on again. Amazing collection and a true gentleman. He's welcome on. Welcome on. And we've got Fat Windbag Band, £10. That's actually a fair bit of money. Boot, Bird Brain Arch. I'm sorry, Marcelo. I love you. Thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for raising some money. And I will see you next time. There we go. We got another super chat. Trading profits, £1.80. It was pawned in a pawn shop and left to die. Okay. So, what do you do? You're trying to work this shit out. So, number one thing I would do is, and I'm going to do it with you guys. I'm going to do this with you so that we can see this FICA together. What would you do? So you're looking at a watch. First thing I would do is jump on Chrono 24. Okay, why is that? Because you want to, even though Chrono is a bit overinflated at times, we get a feel. So let's go to the cheapest, low to high. Okay. So now the first question is, it's going to be the blue one because that's the cheap. The green one is super valuable. Okay. So these are 90,000. Let me just make sure I've got this set to US dollars. Okay. So the cheapest one you find one of these for. Oh, okay. Look at this. 68,000. Where is that? MO? Where the fuck? It's Macau. Someone's got a gambling problem, I think. What do you think there, Sirocco? Here's one in Japan. Japan actually at the moment has some of the cheapest watches because of their currency. And let's have a look here. This here is 2020 original box, original paper. So here we go. Here's 168 US. So you know what? I got to tell you honest truth. I would say papers is $10,000 on that sort of watch.
Well,
I reckon 58. There you go. 58.
58 grand. There you go.
Because the box, he said naked. That means no box, no papers, no nothing.
Paper.
The box is going to cost you. They're worth at least $1,000 for the box. Okay. You can get the boxes, and it's really nice. That's the whole thing about Patek is the box. But I would say 68 minus. I'd take 10,000 for box and papers. There you go. That's what I would say. So, I'd say 60,000 US. That's how I would value it. Very savagely. Okay. Papers used to be, because you can't get an extract because this is fairly modern. They won't show you an extract unless the watch is at least over 10 years old. So, yeah.
Okay, that was my next question. How much would a box, and then can you get service papers?
Well, you can get service papers. Yes, you can. But this watch is fairly new. This is look. They don't really fake these things. It's pretty obvious because they have a display back, and here we go. We've got another super chat. George Vargoose, $20. Archie, I have been a huge fan of yours. Appreciate your content for many years. Please have a drink on me. Yes, I will. I will have a drink. I'm going to have another one of that. Actually, that bourbon's actually not too bad. This is actually really nice. I'm not a big fan of what's bourbon. That's like Jack Daniels is a bourbon, isn't it?
Yeah, Jack Daniels.
Never been a big Jack fan. Mark,
yeah.
Maker's Mark. Actually, I did actually. I really like the Maker's Mark. Is quite nice.
Yep.
This here, I think, is nicer. It's nicer, smoother. You can. It's quite a nice drop there. Hey, we got. Speaking of drops, Tim Wright. What's going on, Timmy? Where are you?
Hey, well, I'm just out with the community, out with friends, with OC.
Who's the community? Who's the community? Who is the community?
Roommate, say hello to Archie. Yeah, the roommate's there.
Hello, she looks beautiful. Who else?
She is. She's so cool. She's so cool. Hi, roommate.
Who's that?
Where you going?
That's roommate.
That's the roommate. She's gone. There we go. I don't know. She just wanted to sit next to me. Anyways, we got OC there, Humble Pine. You want to be on camera? See this
OC, Humble Pine.
Yeah. We just wanted to say hello to.
Hey man, that's fantastic.
People. Shout out to AC3 and George Vargas. By the way, Art, George, that was the gentleman that remember like 2 days ago. I was doing a live and we jumped on, and then you got booted. So then that was actually we were doing a bit of we were talking to George. He's a huge fan of my show, of your show. A great guy.
Hey man, that sounds great. Thanks for coming on, Timmy. What sort of food are you having? What are you having? What are you eating?
We're having a Korean barbecue.
That can be quite expensive. That can be quite dear, you know.
It is. Yeah, it's very, very expensive. Here we go. This OC is out. Yeah, sorry I wasn't able to join today. I'm taking a bit of a day off. It's just fucking hard. You know, these doing them every day. You know,
it's always good to have a day off. No worries, man. It's all good. Hey, man, I got to get back to the show. Thank you for coming on.
I'll be back for the after show. I'm going to be doing after show. So
no worries. Let us know when you get back.
Humble Pines. Give me your wife. I'll show you what Humble Pines wears.
Yes,
check
Humble
it out,
Pines. Ooh, Aquanaut. Beautiful, man.
Yeah, baby.
Aquanaut. Cool gorgeous, man. Thank you so much, Timmy. Timmy, we'll see you in the after show. Thank you. Is it set up?
Yeah, it's all set up. It's set up. It's ready to go.
Okay, man.
Love you guys.
Thank you. See you later.
Shout out to Dis. Shout out to Dis.
Yeah, Dis is the new talent. He's taking over from Tickers.
I've seen
Thank
he's
you.
been doing a great job in the dungeon. Take care, guys.
Thank you, man. So I got to tell you
Shout
this.
out to Three-Hander and Fat Windbag Ben before I leave. Those guys
Now,
are
Anthony
doing the
Napatano
hard
says,
work.
want to know what to offer for that world time? Ring up David SW and see what they would offer to buy one from you, and there's your price. The only problem is dealers who want to buy, their price is so fucking low and insulting, you're not going to get it. Okay? I reckon it'd be less than my method. Because if you really, it depends. Do you want the watch or you don't want the watch? Okay? Do you want the watch or you don't? So I still think this here would be a better. You can do both, but I can
So
tell you this.
how about if you knew what a dealer was going to offer, and then you offered 10% over that?
No, you still wouldn't get it. People tell you get
Still
fucked
wouldn't get it?
because dealers are savage. They're savage. They're savage.
Right.
They are really, really mean. Sirocco, by the way, that's the box that it's supposed to come with. It's a big box.
Yep,
here.
nice.
Look, the dealers are savage, man. And you also want to make sure, does it have the deployant buckle? Some people take those off as well. You want to make sure it's got the deployant buckle.
Yep.
But it's a beautiful watch. Absolutely. I think it's one of the most beautiful watches ever made. Sorry, Sirocco?
Just got to step away.
It's okay. No worries. Okay, guys. So that's how I'd try and price it. The thing is, if you ring a dealer, it'd be less than that. Okay? I can tell you that now. A lot of dealers are not buying at the moment. The reason they're not buying is they're not buying because they're unsure of what's happening. A lot of dealers are stocked up, and you've got to realize this is a tough game. Now, the guy who wants to buy that paddock, I got to be honest with you. Do you really want it for yourself, or what are you trying to do? You trying to make money out of it? Are you buying it because you're in love with it? That's the question. Trading profits. It was pawned in a pawn shop and left it. Okay, so look, my advice is I would seriously, they're hard to deal. Hong Kong dealers, very difficult to deal with. I can tell you that much. But look, that's what I would do. Chrono 24. Then the prices are overinflated on Chrono. Okay, that's secondhand retail. But 10,000, that takes off margin. I don't think a dealer would probably offer that much. And the thing is, what's he offering it to you for? Has he given you a price? I mean, this guy's, what's he open to offers? So see, the problem is you don't want to be making the first offer. You say, how much do you want? And if his price is low, you can scoop it. If his price is ridiculously high, you say, look, if we go on Chrono 24, which is retail secondhand, and then we take off Papers and Box is $10,000 US. I think that's, well, you've got to explain.
What the commission to Chrono charge you?
At 7%, right?
Okay, so you take off 7% straight away.
The truth is, people often pad the prices even more. There's never been a bigger disparity between Chrono 24 and actual prices.
You got a super chat, Archie?
Hey, we do love our super chats. Hey, from Tim Right. Hey, Tim. Sirocco, thank you for helping Archie. Please unblock me on WhatsApp. I love the Aussie sailor. Look at that. That's so cool, man. That's so cool.
He's scraping the barrel.
I got someone here. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay. Shit. I was just about to walk away. So I think what Archie's saying, I don't know if I'm right or wrong here, knock off 7% off the Chrono price and then knock off another 11 grand, and that should be about right. Here he comes back. He's got a parcel. Fats, don't you worry about that.
Hello, Sirocco. I just got a delivery. Okay, speaking of,
yeah, I was just cleaning, just with that watch on Chrono. So to sum it up, would I be correct in saying if you knock 7% off that price and then another 11 grand off it, that'd be a fair money.
No, I'd just take 10 off it. So look, that it depends. Do you want the watch, or you're looking at it as a business? First thing, do you want to buy the watch fairly, or are you trying to make money on it?
Yeah, it's trading profits. He probably wants to keep it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. But my first question is, how much do you want? Because it's up to the seller to tell you a price. I mean,
Yep.
I'm just opening this box here. It's something I bought. I had a bit of retail therapy the other day. Da-da-da-da!
Here we go.
Holy shit! It's beautiful.
What's he got here?
Da-da-da-da! It's a Louis Vuitton book. That's what it is. It's a
We've got another super chat from trading profits. I'll highlight it for you.
Yes, thank you, sir. It's a Louis Vuitton book. I bought a book.
Well,
I bought a book. Okay. I like books. Do you like books or not?
I do. I just got
Here we go. Trading profits. £4.50. I sold the 5196 and want back in paddock. Now this came up naked. I know the pawnbroker owner want to lowball so I can enjoy and have some flip equity in it. I don't think you're going to get a bargain out of a pawnbroker. That's an oxymoron. These guys are pretty sharp. Okay. They're pretty
probably
sharp.
More savage than a fucking just a watch dealer, aren't they? I think a pawn shop.
They're extremely savage. There's my book I got. Say Louis.
I've just got to step away again, Arch.
Hey, that's okay, man. Seriously, pawnbrokers, very, very tough to deal with. If you think you can, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be cheap. That's a fucking amazing watch. It's a world time. It's a current model. World type chronograph. Holy fuck. Patek chronographs. They are super, super special. It's an amazing watch. It's better than any watch I own. Okay, I'm just telling you honestly. That would probably be one of the most beautiful watches. This isn't quite what I thought it would be, this book, but yep. Oh, Jesus. It's not quite. Sometimes you buy this shit and it's not quite what you had in mind. Interesting. It's a Louis Vuitton book. It's not quite what I thought it would be, but you ever buy something you get buyer's remorse? I don't know why I bought that. Louis 200. Interesting concept. So, guys, I got to tell you, in all honesty, hello, Sirocco. How are you?
Yeah, I'm back. You got a couple of super chats, I think.
Super chats. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I don't think it's going to be a bargain. Pawnbrokers, fuck me, Dad. They're hard to deal with, man. They're not easy to. They're not. Okay, he says he's your friend. You know the owner. Just say to him, what do you want? Tell me what he said. So, trading loss, trading profit. Tell me what sort of money. You should say, what sort of money do you want? So I've told you what I would say. Tell me what he said. Next one, trading profits. £1.80. They are savage on buying. Not as much. Okay, fair point. Fair point. Ask him, what does he want? What do you want? Then you can know whether it's good, bad, or shit. Matt P, $2. Thoughts on the 7234G? Seems to be going under retail. Okay, what is this thing? What is this thing he's talking about? He is talking about a Patek. And the number, let's just type this in here. Patek, let's type this in. I think this is the unisex 7234G. I think it's the unisex annual. Oh, no, this is, what the fuck? This is the pilot watch. The travel time. $40,000. $40,000. Okay, what is this watch here? See, the sizing, I think, is that 37. 37's okay. What's wrong with that? It's a great watch. Fuck.
Quite nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Actually, that's 30. I don't like super big in paddock. I don't like super. This is actually seems to be going well. Look, I think, to be honest with you, it's still $40,000 US. That's not peanuts, is it?
No.
It's a long way from being peanuts, isn't it? Actually, that's actually still expensive, isn't it? $40,000. Fuck me dead.
What a month.
I don't know about you. That's not exactly free, is it?
No.
$40,000. I mean, is that a lot of money? Sirocco, I find that an exorbitant amount of money.
It's what's that in Aussie?
55,000?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to spend that sort of money. I'll
57 Aussie. 57 Aussie, Sirocco.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to spend that sort of money on a watch, to be honest. I go to the new Rolex Yachtmaster 42 in gold and yellow gold at just short of 40 if I could get one at retail. But that's as most I'll
Do you
ever
need
pay.
gold? I loved you for being a steel and a two-tone man. Do you really need solid gold?
I like that Yachtmaster 42 in yellow gold. I think it's beautiful on the Oyster Flex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just bought this book. I've been actually disappointed with it, Sirocco. It's not quite what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you've only had it a minute. You've got to sit down with it and cherish it and love it.
I know exactly what the fuck it is, but I'm not going to send it back. I'll keep it.
No.
Too much.
Then you've got another book to start putting $5 notes in.
Exactly. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sirocco, I got to tell you. So my friend, right? I said to him, because the other thing is too, I said, what do you want to do in life? I said to him, what do you want to do? So what's the aim? Okay. He said, oh, I'd like to leave the house to the kids later on. You know, I said, well, why do you have to sell it? Why do you have to divorce her? Just go do a sabbatical, do a tour in Nam. You got to do a tour, don't you think? Why don't you go and live overseas for a couple months? Work out what you want. She's not going to fuck anyone else if she's not into the sex, is she? At least she's not going to fuck around, is she?
Yeah. Well, that might just be her talking, and maybe she's got someone in the background.
I think she's been pretty. I mean, I think she's just not into it. What does that mean? They're not into it. I mean,
I don't know. It's a bit weird.
That's like not liking chocolate or ice cream.
Yeah, you know, it's not like you've finally drank too much beer and gone, I hate fucking. I mean, I drink Stella. As everyone knows, I drink Stella.
I like Stella. Stella's a great beer. That's a great.
I love it. But it's, you know, going off sex and fucking, it's like, you know, suddenly you don't like your beer. No, it's just kind of a bit weird. If that's Mike the Snake, he wants a link.
Mike, we love the snake. You know, the snake. Oh, we'll put this link. I always put the link. Anyone's welcome on here. Sirocco, how you been, man? What's going on with you? Tell me this.
I've been good. I'm kind of happy now that I'm out of Bundy and up in the Keppels area. It's great. Life is good. Life's treating me good. My girlfriend's coming over I think she lands October 10. She'll be here for a couple of months.
We've got Mike the Snake on. Hey, Mike. Yeah. Oh, he's not coming on yet. Hey, Mike. He's coming on. Hey, Mike. How are you, man?
Doing good, Arch. How you doing?
Hey, fantastic, man. I got to tell you, what I would do if I were you, Sirocco, you're either got to do two things. Are you going to keep the car long term, or are you going to get rid of it?
I'm going to keep it for the rest of the year.
If you're going to keep it long term, you need to garage the fucking thing. It's not going to last keeping it out, okay?
And there's just nowhere garage.
If you're going to keep it long term, you got to look after it, okay?
My car's been in the garage forever, and it looks like brand new, and it's 11 years old.
Exactly.
The dash doesn't show anywhere. The interior doesn't show anywhere except for the driver's seat, of course, which,
Hey,
you know,
Mikey, I
sat
wanted
in
to
every
ask you,
time.
have you ever seen this product before?
What is it?
FW1.
No. Well, what does it do? What is it?
It's supposed to be, if the car's a little bit dirty, you can spray this on and it waxes and cleans it in one without using water.
Oh, you know, there's a better product called oh geez, what's it called?
You can use Quick Detailer. I find that
yeah,
better.
any one of these. That's a good product. I can run out and get the name of it, but it's just a clear, watery wax that's watered down wax that you spray and you spray and just wipe off. It's kind of like Windex. Okay?
So you don't want to use water. It's too harsh on the paint, right?
Well, no, water's fine. I mean,
No, but you can't just you've got the whole point. You don't want to get the mud scratched into the paint. You don't want to scratch the surface.
Well, you want to wash your car first before you put any kind of wax.
No, but this is a temporary product between washes.
You still want to like wash your car or at least wipe it down, dust it off. You know, like
how do you dust yours off?
I just usually hose it off and give it a quick wash job before I do any kind of waxing. And
this is a temporary product. This is supposed to be.
You're talking about your car, Mike?
Yeah. I'll just give it a quick hose down and a quick little rub down with soap and water.
Rub down and then get the wax on it.
Yeah. Then I'll go ahead and wax it.
Ron the Shrink, $2. Mike waxed his Pantera.
Give it a happy ending.
Napalm. Thank you so much.
Give it a
Sirocco,
happy ending.
I got to tell you, man. Would you? How do you feel about your bluesy you've got? How's that?
I love
how's
it.
That?
I love it. Absolutely love it. It's away for a little while. I've been wearing the sub date up until last night. I've got the Yachtmaster 40 on today. Well, actually, I haven't got it on, but it's going to be put on a little later. So I'll wear that for a little while.
You love Rolex?
Yeah, then the two-tone Yachtmaster, and we just cycle them through.
I'm just going to go to the toilet. Just give me a toilet break. I'll be back, okay?
All right. Okay, so I got some hard-hitting questions for Mikey.
Okay.
How's the hunting cat? Or more to the point, how's the hunting cat fur to cover my watch box?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it.
Okay. Yeah. It's going to be a long, drawn-out process. But yeah, I'm working on it. I did somewhere. I found a picture of Jumbo Belay. That was his name.
Who?
My hunting cat. His name was Jumbo Belay.
Have you got a photo? Let's have a look at the photo.
I gotta find it. I can't find it right at the moment. But I will find it, and I will show to you. I'll prove to you that I owned that cat. Anyways, he was a great hunting cat, man.
Was it like a retriever cat?
When he saw me come out of the house with a gun, he would heel like a dog, walk right next to me like a dog, heeling perfectly. And then when I would plink a bird out of a tree, he would just go running off, and he would catch that bird before it even hit the ground. And then, see, as a kid, with a pellet gun and then a 22, I used to go out. I grew up way out in the country. I used to shoot, kind of birds and stuff. And then I pretty quickly felt guilty about it. But then my cat caught on to this. And so I kind of rationalized it that I was feeding my cat. So I'd only go out and shoot one bird for my cat. And my cat when he'd see me come out with that gun, he knew just exactly what was going on. And he would heel, and I'd feed him a bird, then we'd come back. And we had our little routine, daily routine after school every day. After I got done cleaning horse stalls, I'd get home from school and ride 4 miles up this windy, crazy road to clean horse stalls for, Charles Schultz, the Peanuts artist.
Yeah.
His ex-wife owned a horse ranch next to us, and she had hundreds of horses. And I was hired from 4th grade on through school to clean horse stalls after school. And I rode my BMX bike up and down this crazy windy road out to their ranch every day. It was such a bitch, man. But I did that every day, and worked every day from fourth grade, every day after school. And my parents took half my paycheck and put it away, and let me keep half. And later on in life, I had quite a sum amounted, and that's what I used to buy into the bicycle shop that I owned for 6 years, 7 years. There was this chunk of money that was available for me for a career decision, and I had decided not to go to school. And it was funny too, because at the time I was just enjoying life. I was going to the junior college, and I was just out of high school, and I was getting pussy, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. And every fucking question from the family was, "What are you going to do? What have you decided to do with your life? What school are you going to go to? What are you going to do?" And I had no fucking idea. I still have no fucking idea. And so when the opportunity to buy into this bicycle shop came along, I jumped on it just because I was racing bicycles and I was working as a bicycle mechanic. So it seemed kind of perfect. And it worked out okay till the end.
What happened at the end? What's this story?
The end was the recession, the 89-90 recession.
We were talking about a hunting cat.
Well, it started out
when he left school.
Yeah, it started out with the hunting cat.
Yeah.
But the 89-90 recession kicked in, and business just fell off a cliff, and I hung on to the bike shop for 2-3 more years, and just used up every penny and worked 8 days a week, 12 hours a day, and it still failed. And I also was racing motorcycles at the time. That's when I crashed.
MCM $5. Did you see the counselor? Cameron Diaz used the best car wax ever in that movie. The counselor. What was that about?
No idea. Never heard of it.
Organise.
Was she waxing a car?
Best car wax. Organise your car. You ever heard of that? Organise your car.
The counselor. What's the counselor about? I never heard of this movie.
No
idea.
No, Cameron Diaz used to use the best car wax ever. No, I haven't seen it.
What's it about? The counselor. Is that the one with Brad Pitt in it?
Oh, let me do some Googling.
Is that the one? The definition of a friend is someone who will die for you. Would you die for me, Mikey?
I would die for you, Archie. Yeah, I would throw myself in front of a bullet for you.
I'm not planning on dying. This is a Coca-Cola, no sugar. I like no sugar.
Honestly, if I saw a bus bearing down on anybody, I would risk my life to jump in front of the bus and push them out of the way. It doesn't matter who they are. It just, it would be a reflex. That's just, I wouldn't go, oh no, look, a bus is going to hit that person. If I had the ability to run out there and push them out of the way, and save them, that would, there's no question to that. Or no, that's an easy answer.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that's interesting. What's going on in your world there? You love your motorcycle. You love your BMW.
All kinds of cool stuff, Arch. I have been working really hard on my new project with the lathe to make these resin impregnated burl bowls and vases.
Making my pen.
Yeah, and I'm going to be making pens, I think. Yeah, when I get to it, I'll be making pens. And whatever you can make on a lathe, I hope to make. I got my hands on a lathe. Got a nice 1950s Craftsman lathe, and I've got all the last little parts and
I
pieces.
don't understand what car wax Cameron Diaz used in that movie. What wax did she use? I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Rayner tells the counselor how disturbed and oddly aroused he was from an incident where he witnessed Malinka masturbate with his Ferrari California windscreen. Fuck me dead.
Hmm.
What the hell is this movie about? Cameron Diaz. Oh, okay. Yeah, she. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting movie. The Counselor. I don't know what to say, Sirocco. The watch market. What's going on with you? Are you going to? What? Any other cars you're looking at there, Sirocco?
Not really. I just sort
Porsche.
of now I've moved, changed location. It's kind of, as you know, I was looking at maybe a Porsche Macan, something like that. But I'm
Beautiful
so far away from
The
fucking.
dealers are such pricks,
really.
but you know what I mean. Porsche.
Yeah.
Sirocco, did you hear that I finally paid off my BMW?
I think you said something the other day, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you were aware.
You don't finance your cars, do you,
I made my last payment. My last payment this month. So
no, I've got no debt. I just buy what I want. If I can't afford it, I don't buy it.
Yeah, I paid. I only financed part of my car. I paid.
Sirocco, can I ask you something? I love you, Sirocco. Can I ask you something?
Always ask me the question.
What stops you saying, you know what, I'm fucking sick of Oz. I'd really like to be in Thailand, taking your boat to Thailand.
Well, I wouldn't take the boat overseas. I'd sell it. I have actually thought about maybe going to the Caribbean or something.
Like, could you
Nice.
could you hitch your line to, say, a big freighter or something? What do they what do they do? They hit you up, just tie her up, fucker. Tie her up.
There is a boat they called I think they call it Dockwise or something, and there's a couple of them, and they do ship boats, and even some of these massive fucking 40-50 meter super yachts, they shove these on a fucking on the boat. They sink this boat, drive these things on, and then it comes up again, and they take it across the ocean, and it just saves all the wear and tear. Costs a fortune.
Wear and tear when you go on the sea, is that right?
Absolutely. So every time you turn that key.
Yeah.
I mean, they sink a boat and drag it underwater.
It's immersed, like they fill it with water ballast. It shrinks.
They
then
drive
they release
massive boats onto them, and then they just pump the bilges out and the tanks out, and they
So Sirocco, what stops you like Pattaya? I'd love to be in Pattaya, Pattaya or
Pattaya. Woo!
In Thailand. What stops you saying I would like to be fucking around there? Wouldn't that be a great home or not?
No, I don't think it'd be a great home, but
why is that?
Well, I mean,
I'm thinking about moving next week. I'm thinking about
the red light sections I hear is just insane. But I got a friend that's moving to Thailand, and he says the outskirts of Pattaya are cool. The outskirts of any town in Thailand are cool. It's just each town in Thailand has their couple of, I forget what they call their streets.
Soy,
yeah.
Soy dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, Graham, $5.
Different
the
soys.
Places Aussies ever seem to move to is Earl's Court in London. Never seen them anywhere else. Thank you. Sirocco, what the fuck? Why don't you move to somewhere like Thailand, man? Why don't you take that vessel? Could you actually take the vessel to Thailand, or logistically it's not possible?
No, it's just not possible. I'd have to ship it there.
How much would that cost?
You're talking about those big boats where.
Are you scared of pirates? Sirocco, are you scared of pirates?
No.
You
No.
float your boat
No?
onto them, and then they fill them up back full of air, and they
That's
lift
right.
your boat
That's
up.
the way. That's
Yeah.
the way, man.
Yeah, those are cool. That's a very cool way to get your boat over where you want it without having to put it
Sirocco,
through.
tell me this, Sirocco. Seriously, Sirocco. Why the fuck wouldn't you want to be in Thailand? Why the fuck do you want to be here in Oz? Can I ask you that?
All these places are great, but I don't know if I want to live there. You know, like I
wouldn't
was
it
in
be fucking
Bali the other
great
month.
if it-
I had a fucking great time in Bali, but I wouldn't want to fucking live there.
Oh, that's right. You were in Bali for a while, weren't you?
Yeah.
How was you loved it, didn't you?
I had a fucking blast. Fucking just a week there, just achieved everything I wanted to do, which was sit around the pool and drink beer and eat food and do nothing. Perfect.
Fuck, you're making me homesick.
Baja is kind of like that in places.
Yep. Thinking about going back to Mexico maybe next year for.
Are you happy here in Australia? Are you happy, or do you find it like kind of micromanaging?
I've been here a long time, Arch. I've been here fucking hell. What year are we? I've been here 34 years. Come November, I've been in this country.
You've been here 34 years?
Yep.
Fuck me dead. Why so long?
Why so long? Well, I was married for fucking 20.
I've lost something, Sirocco.
You've lost something. You've just opened that freaking parcel and you've lost.
I couldn't work out where my phone was. It was on my phone stand because I was shooting a vid before. That's right. Fuck. No
I should
wonder.
have married my girlfriend at 20, but I let her go. I lost her.
Mate, I
And,
married my girlfriend at fucking hell. What was I? 22, and I was divorced at 23.
Yeah. Oh
So-
well. I think
No.
20 is a bit young. 22 is still a bit young.
Absolutely too young.
I know I hadn't formed my identity yet. I still haven't formed it completely. I still have no idea what I want to do with my life when I grow up. But yeah, you think back and there's those girls that you should have hung on to or shouldn't have fucked up on, and you did.
Yeah. Could have, would have, should have. Scott,
Yeah.
£1.80.
Just highlight it for
Where
you.
was Sirocco before Australia? He was in the UK, the Isle of Man.
No, Jersey.
Jersey.
Born in Jersey.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Not New Jersey.
Jersey.
Real
UK,
Jersey.
The guy who bought my race car lives in New Jersey.
Okay.
New Jersey or Jersey?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. That's the wrong one. You ask anyone who lives in New Jersey how New Jersey was named, and they've got absolutely fucking no idea.
It's named after Jersey.
It was named after Jersey by a Jerseyman as an honor for the king, whatever the fucking king was, king someone or other. He was a governor.
No, I raced my
Tell me-
Porsche.
Sirocco, you've had a good life.
Absolutely.
What more do you want?
Well, I'd like quite a few more years. Scott, another super chat.
£1.80. Where was Sirocco before Australia? And we got Scott, £1.80. Not a trade. He's got British accents. Sirocco's got British accent.
A lot of people don't pick it. It's living amongst Australians for 34 fucking years. You tend to lose your accent and pick up what's around you.
I don't know what to say, really, man.
I had a friend who worked at an English bar, and he grew up with me here, and I'd go. I'd get free beer at that bar, so I always went to that bar because he was bartending. But it was funny because he would talk English you know, and with the English accent, and I would just chuckle, and he'd laugh at me and tell me to fuck off, and but he had to pull off the English accent, you know, working as a bartender at the English bar. It was funny.
I got to tell you, Sirocco, you've living the life. That's why I think people dislike you, is that you've actually worked out what you want in life. You don't need to have a big house with a big driveway. That's
God,
not
I don't think
necessarily
that's any
happy.
reason to dislike. I think that's a reason to.
People get
to-
jealous. People get jealous.
Yeah, I guess.
From bondage and discipline.
Ooh, bondage and discipline. Very loyal fan there. $5. Do US Americans have a horrible accent in Australia? No, I love American accent. I've always one thing I find about Americans, they tend, this is generalizing, but they tend to have amazing manners. That's the thing you notice with Americans.
Yep. Look, it's like any nationality. Let's be fair. There's fucking good ones and there's bad
ones.
And I've met a lot of both. I've met a lot of Americans that I really do like. I had a great time when I was in the States, you know, an absolute fucking ball. Great people, very friendly. That said, I remember I was in Fiji fucking, I don't know, about 14 years ago, and there were a bunch of American kids, and they were fucking assholes.
Yeah, I've always heard Americans kind of walked around like they owned the place, and
Australians, you know,
they were pompous assholes.
Yeah,
you know,
fair point.
That's kind of what I was always, the comments that I always heard about Americans in foreign countries were, you know, oh shit, here comes the American, you know, they're dickheads. But I wouldn't know. I mean, I have spent a little bit of time abroad, but everybody there spoke English enough that I didn't have to speak the language there. So, everybody was nice enough to me, though.
Yeah, no, I had an absolute ball when I was in the States. As I say, everyone was very friendly and, you know, really nice people. All the ones I met.
Yes. Americans. I love Americans. You know that? I think they're really nice people. Americans, generally speaking, have been very... I remember, you know what I fucking miss about Bangkok, Thailand, when I lived in Bangkok, is I missed the international spread. You had people who would come there. They were coming for the girls, of course, but you had such an international spread, you know?
Yep.
And I've always wondered what I love about... I was always a big thing about Vietnam War movies. The Vietnam War had a big impact. Like, I thought about it a lot as a kid, you know, because it just ended when I was born. Our government pulled out in 1972. Okay.
Yep.
And you know what? You go to somewhere like Thailand, that kind of is very reminiscent. You can see where the US soldiers would R&R, and you could see why they fell in love with the place. And I got to be totally honest with you. I feel bored in Australia. Can I? Here we go. We've got Travis Coulter. Which one is it there? Which one? Yes, Travis Coulter, £1.80. You like Singapore, Arch? Tell us something you like. Singapore is an amazing city. I love Singapore. The only problem with Singapore, is it's a little bit, how do I put this, Sirocco?
Fucking expensive.
Yeah, that's the one. Actually, I wouldn't say fucking expensive. Hong Kong is fucking expensive, okay?
Yep.
Isn't it really sterile there? Like, just the streets are clean and there's no garbage. And
well, Japan is like that too. Japan is
don't drop litter or spit in the street in Singapore. Fuck
yeah,
I don't normally
put a cigarette butt on the ground.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. I don't do that shit anyhow. You know what I mean? I really.
You know, the lead guy for Ferrari F1 got put in jail overnight for throwing a cigarette butt on the ground.
Well, you shouldn't do that. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, apparently not. But yeah, they don't mess around in Singapore. That's for sure.
But what I quite like Singapore, to be totally honest with you. I love Singapore. I love Hong Kong. What I like about Bangkok is, see, you really, it's half the price, and the food's amazing, and the women are more friendly. Okay,
Yep. Yep.
simple.
I've just got to step away again.
Sorry.
I've just got to step away again.
No, it's okay, man. You do that. Mike, you were looking at relocating to Thailand. How's those plans going? What's happening there? You got a mate who went there.
I've got a mate who lived there, had a wife there. She died of cancer. He kind of got broken by that and moved back home. And it's been about 18 years since then.
Say that again. What the hell happened? What?
He was married to a Thai lady. She died of I think brain cancer, and he moved back because he just couldn't stand staying there anymore. And it's been about 18 years, but he's looking at moving back now. He's getting older.
Angelic Slayer. I spent a month in Indonesia when I was 16. Fell in love with the people and the vibe. That's it. The vibe and the people. Fuck. I love the vibe. The vibe. Yes. Yeah. I totally get that. I totally get that, man. I totally get that. The vibe and the people. Yes. 100%, man. Totally get that. The vibe and the people. Yes.
It's definitely time, I think, that I start looking and considering broadening my horizons. And
I got to say something. No disrespect to you, Mike. Can I say something to you? No disrespect.
Sure.
I don't want to say this nasty to you. It's the same thing applies to me. The women are fucking hard to get in Oz, the Western world, or America, or England, unless you got shitload of money. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to agree.
Whereas guys like me and you, who are nice guys, we can do really well in somewhere like Thailand or Philippines, places like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a 20.
That's what I've been told.
And this is the whole thing. We can have like a hedonistic adventure. And I'm not really interested in bang, 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 bam, wham, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
I think you want to have someone nice. I don't need young and gorgeous. I just want someone you want companionship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And there's nothing. The problem is the women that me and you would find in the Western world.
Super chat, Archie?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you get Travis's super chat?
The Travis super chat. Let's do it now. Travis Coulter, £1.80. Arch, how big is the pen collection now? Look, I got to tell you, the pen collection isn't huge. Okay, I had a lot of pens. I sold a lot off. I'm actually, the last pen I got was because of Sirocco. It's a Cartier. I love this pen, by the way, Sirocco.
Same as mine, isn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah, except mine's in the rose gold.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, I like your steel. I actually wanted a steel one, but
what is the body made of? Is it made of teak?
No, it's just resin, plasticky resin.
Okay.
Plastic.
Okay.
They used to make metal. They used to be lacquered. They were quite nice, but I've got an old Cartier that's like that. But what I wanted to say is I'm getting a Mont Blanc from Tim. I am actually really fucking looking forward to it. That's actually my 50th birthday. It's a present to myself. Okay, so it's a fat Mont Blanc, Mamba Stuck. He's bringing it to Oz in 2 weeks' time. I'm actually looking forward to getting that pen. Because you know what, Sirocco? Fuck this Swedish death cleaning. Go fuck yourself. Fuck your Saab. Fuck your Volvo. Fuck your IKEA furniture. I want to cause trouble.
Well, I might come down to Brizzy when they come over, just for the hell of it.
You're welcome.
I think that'd
By
be
the way,
a
we're doing a
riot.
tour. We're going to see my dad's house.
Okay.
You're welcome to come along if you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be fantastic, man. I got to tell you something, Sirocco. You know what? Life's for living.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just going to say, I was going to sort of pop into Cartier, but they're closed for bloody refurbishment at the moment.
Are they?
Yeah.
I love Cartier. I think that service, that store there is fucking amazing.
It's great. Doesn't matter if you're buying fucking fragrance or a pen or a watch. They just give you good service. Fantastic. Nice people.
Huh.
Oh, it's expensive brand, but you know what?
Yeah.
Quality costs. Quality's not cheap, is it?
Next time I go to San Francisco, I'm going to go there with more time, and I'm going to just like walk the whole route. And
What I don't understand is, Mike,
all
someone
the
like
stores.
you, Mike, someone like you. Okay, see, the problem is you're like me. I got a fucking
You
car
gotta
in
speak
Oz.
to that from Pavel.
Oh, Pavel. We love our Pavel. Thank you. Thank you there. Pavel, $2. Thoughts on Giro's Bayliner Sirocco? Well, it's a 20-year-old Bayliner. It's fucking garbage, I think you said, wasn't it, Sirocco?
I wouldn't buy a Bayliner, no.
Why do you like, would you buy a Riviera?
Yeah, not really, no. They're a nice looking boat, but they're not really I don't like them that much. If there was a choice between, say, a Riviera and a Maritimo, I would buy the Maritimo every day.
Tell me this: how much do I need to spend the cheapest passable boat?
Oh, what, brand new?
No, secondhand.
Boat. How long's a piece of
Secondhand.
string?
No, what's the least I can spend and look like I'm minted?
Probably. It depends on the size. So you want to be 40-foot plus. You're probably looking 300,000 or 400,000.
Yeah, it's got to be refurbished.
What about 80? What about 80? What about 80, Sirocco?
An 80s boat, you're gonna
no 80,000. 80,000 fucking dollars.
You can buy you a fucking tinny these days.
Seriously, I'm not joking.
Yeah, I'm serious.
80,000. 80,000 gets me something nice.
$80,000 boat translates into a $150,000 boat because all the money you're going to have to put into it.
What about a cat? Could you live in a catamaran?
You can live in a catamaran, yeah, but again, they're fucking huge money. And then when you're in a marina with a catamaran, you're paying double your marina.
Ah, yeah, because they're twice as wide, huh?
Absolutely. Actually, they don't charge you double, but it's you know a lot more. Yeah.
All I want to do is
zero clue about boats. Apparently, Michael M says.
Are they harder to negotiate inside? Like, they don't have as much room inside to walk around and live.
Cat, you mean? Depends on the cat. Depends on the cat. Depends on the money.
You got a 40-foot catamaran, sailing cat.
They're massive.
They're massive. You've got two hulls, a lot of room, and then you have the bridge deck, which is your main saloon area and galley usually.
Okay. And then you got two sides, two pontoons that can be whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is, depends on a lot of catamarans these days are built for the charter market. So they put 4 bedrooms.
Yeah.
2 in each hull and bathrooms as well. If you can get an owner's version, that's different again. They're really cool because you get 2 bedrooms and a bathroom in one hull, and then the owner's cabin is in the other hull with their own big bathroom and area, and then you've got upstairs on the bridge deck.
I know bathrooms are a big deal on boats, man. They get clogged up. Somebody throws a tampon down in there, and your fucking worst nightmare happens. And they got little pumps that you have to take out and clean and redo. They're a nightmare. Yeah.
It's a boat. It's called maintenance.
Yeah.
We don't like maintenance. We like to do things for free.
You don't want a boat on seawater and saltwater then.
Super chat. Dirk Diggler, $5. The sailboat I want is 44-foot Catalina and looks like 300,000. Also, with boats, every 5 years you have to dry haul them out and resurface the hull. Yes, very, very true.
You know what? They paint the hull with this special.
The anti-foul should be done every 18 months, 2 years, to be honest.
Oh yeah, don't they paint the outside of the hull with this paint that decays like at a certain rate, and so it keeps the barnacles and things off of it. Isn't that right?
Yeah. You got to do that I do mine every year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Every
haul it out.
year.
Right. Every 5
year.
years is
Every
have
year
so much
you do
crap
yours.
off.
Is that right, man?
Yeah, I do it every year.
If you live in different parts of the world, is it different? Like if you're in a colder water, does that make a difference?
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Again,
know.
well,
That's
there's
a
different
good
kinds of
question.
weed. It's not only barnacles. It could be weed and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. Fuck me.
You know, in Lake Erie, one of our Great Lakes, you know, they have those locks, and they have
Yeah.
lots of big giant monster shipping giant ships that come in, and they have ballast, and they actually have brought in this striped clam that has overtaken the bottom of the lake, and basically killed off all of the natural
Super chat from Bondage
indigenous.
and Discipline.
Bondage and discipline. Here we go. $10. Sirocco, how about we invest in a Viking 54 Sport together in the Keys?
Yeah. What can I say? I don't want to have a partner in a boat. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't want a
Yep.
partner in a boat.
No, I want to own it 100% on my own.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like having a partner in an airplane. Same deal.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I don't even know the Viking before I've heard of it, but
yeah. No, that's fair enough. I mean, the big problem is boats can be tricky. They can be real tricky fuckers, you know. They
absolutely.
The bastards sink, you know. If you're not careful, the bastard will sink.
Yeah.
It's Sirocco.
Yeah, that's very.
You were looking at another boat. You were looking at some other boats. What's going on there? Tell me what's happening with the boats. You're going to get another boat, or what happened to our concrete boats? You really anti-concrete?
I don't know what happened to the concrete boat. You got a super chat from Nate.
Nate, we love Nate. $3. Fuck! Hashtag boat talk.
Yeah.
Tell me this. You know that boat that you're a Sopranos fan? Remember the Sopranos had that boat?
Yep.
Could you live on that sort of boat, or that's not big enough to live on?
Oh, look, people live on
anything
tiny boats, you know. Just depends how you want to live.
It depends how you want to live.
Yeah, absolutely. How much comfort you want.
Yeah. You go down to the bay near me, and you got people living in little 20-foot sailboats, and they can. I mean, there's no way they can stand up in them. You know, they basically live of laying on their cot inside, and you know, they're just it's little dinky thing, little itty bitty thing.
I like sailboats, you know.
Oh, I love sailboats.
I had 10 good years on my sailboat. I don't miss it. But I enjoyed it.
What stopped you? Sailboats, that's really cool shit because you get to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You don't enjoy sailboats anymore?
I just decided I wanted to get to places a little faster than what I was doing. So that's why I sold that and bought this.
Okay. Like, because you don't have to pay for diesel on a sailboat, do you? You got a small little propeller.
Well, sailboats still have engines. You know, the big ones.
Yeah.
Like Mikey says, you still got engines. You don't use as much diesel, obviously. But let me tell you something. Never believe a yachty who talks about the wind is free.
Oh.
Because it's bullshit.
It's often dead.
It's
often no wind.
I re-rigged my yacht for this free wind. So, you know, and my boat wasn't particularly big. It was only 35 foot. And I re-rigged it and I put some new sails on it. And that cost me best part of $20,000.
Oh, what was wrong with the old sails?
Well, you know, these things get old and you've got to replace them. It's like anything.
Oh, you're right. I got that email too from Cartier closing for
Probably
renovations.
take the old sail
They-
and
they'll-
fold it up and keep it as
They're
a spare.
closing. I'd like to inform you, Cartier will be temporarily closed for renovation from 1st of August to the late September. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
What was wrong with the Cartier? I thought that was quite a nice store. Why would you?
I guess they just want to upgrade. Langford's did the same, didn't they? They shut for ages.
I don't like Langfords. You know that? They're not my fucking friends. You know that? They're not fucking friendly to me. They fucking.
Dirk
I don't
Diggler,
think
Super Arch.
Dirk Diggler. We love the Dirk Diggler. The Diggler is a great guy. $2. Dirk Diggler, $2. Sirocco, thoughts on joining a boat club versus own?
I guess you mean like a
fractional ownership, isn't he?
fractional ownership. Yeah.
The problem is you can't do your own fucking thing.
You've only got that boat for a certain amount of time in a year. I live on my boat as well, so that's not going to work. So definitely, for me, sole ownership is so much better.
Tell me this, Sirocco. What I don't understand is if I were you, please, why wouldn't you want to go and live in Thailand or somewhere like that? It's so cool, man. Why do you want to stay here? It sucks.
Well,
it's boring.
Who knows what will happen in the future? You know, hopefully I've got a few years left in me. But
lolly. But why do you want to stay here for? It sucks, man. It sucks.
I don't think it doesn't appeal. I don't mind visiting, but it just doesn't appeal to me to live there full time.
But don't you like the food there or not?
Yeah, the food, the girls, great. But it's just you know not on a full time thing. Not for me, no.
Okay, so what does that mean? You're not interested?
So that's really a fair answer.
You know, just go there on a couple of weeks at a time. And
now, Mikey, when are you relocating? Tell me what's going to happen to you.
I'm not. You know, there's no definite plan on relocating. My friend is planning on possibly moving back there. And when he does,
where did he live? Where did he live?
You know, I don't know.
He lived in Bangkok or in Pattaya, beach town?
He lived near Pattaya because he tells me many stories about Pattaya. And he used to rule Pattaya back when it was, he said 20, 30 years ago when he was there, Pattaya was like nothing like it is now. It was like, it was just off the chain. But he says now because of COVID and everything, it's really toned down.
He's back now? Where is he now?
No, he's here now, but he's planning on possibly moving back over there. He's married a lady there. He's got a
holy fuck!
Family.
I didn't know. What the fuck? He's married someone else now. What the fuck happened?
He married a Thai lady there 20 years ago, and
so that's not his wife who died. She died.
She died. Okay.
So the married. Okay. So that lady, but she's gone now. She's not in.
She's gone. She died 20 years ago or 17 years ago. Okay. He moved back because he couldn't handle it or whatever. So he moved back here, and now he's caring for his mother, who's like not got she's healthy and fine, but he's actually thinking about maybe taking her with him. He's talked about maybe moving back over there. And he's told me when he does,
actually have, believe it or not, they actually have retirement homes there. Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, he's told me that once he's over there and he's resituated and he's reconnected with his family that he was part of, that I'm welcome to come and do a preliminary visit. Because
let me say this, the only place I've ever, Sirocco, I want to say this to you, okay?
Yep.
The only place in the world I've ever really felt welcome or just at ease, like when I say at ease, like I'm in Oz, right?
Yep.
I'm going to check the mail. There's going to be a bill, electricity or some fucking thing. I'm always, and I admit I do love my car, but what I loved in Thailand was the freedom. Admittedly, I was there, I just fucking felt so at ease. It's the only time I've really felt at ease in my whole life is in Thailand. Okay, Japan.
What
Sorry?
What about Vietnam?
Oh, fucking amazing. Vietnam is fucking
Yeah.
amazing. It's a little bit different, right? Vietnam is different, right? I fucking love. I've only been to Vietnam once. I went to Da Nang and I went to Saigon.
Right.
By the way, guys, when we're referring to Vietnam, we use the non-communist names. It's not Ho Chi Minh City, it's Saigon. Okay, we don't recognize the fall to the evil communist
I have
dogs.
no idea about those countries when you're
Yeah.
referring to them.
Vietnam is fucking amazing. It
Supposed to be
is
perfect. Yeah, I've never been.
fucking amazing. The women, I got to be totally honest with you. Be very careful with the Vietnamese women. They can be real nasty bitches. Any country that has communism comes in there, they turn real nasty.
Mhm.
They can be very bossy. So if you're a soft guy like Mike, I would highly recommend Thailand. If you can be firm, Vietnam's fine. But fuck, they got some beautiful women in Vietnam.
Yeah, and don't go to the Philippines, Mikey. They'll eat
Okay.
you up.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The thing is about Vietnam
Note to self: stay away from the Philippines.
Vietnam
Okay.
has some of the nicest bakeries because they had the French. The French came there, so all the breads in Vietnam, they've actually used a lot of the French techniques because the French tried to take them over. The Vietnamese pushed them out. They pushed them out. Dirk Diggler, $2. You pay me now, round eye. I got to tell you, seriously, what I loved about Thailand, I just felt at ease. I really felt fucking, and I wasn't going out partying every night. I actually had a long-term steady girlfriend there, and
A bit like taking Coles to Newcastle.
what's that? Sorry.
Taking a girlfriend to Thailand.
No. She was a Thai girlfriend. I met her
Was she a
there.
Thai girlfriend? Okay.
Yeah.
Misunderstood.
But I mean, it wasn't the fucking around that I wanted. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, what I loved about Thailand was just the fucking. It's like the best way I could say it is have you ever wondered what is life on Mars like? Okay, I know there's no oxygen, there's nothing fucking there at all, but it's like an alternate universe. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You're in Vietnam or you're in Thailand, you think, fuck me, Dad, this is so different. And I've got a business, right? I've got a YouTube. This is my living. The only problem is, okay, so now it's fucking 7 in the morning. I like to wake up about 8:30. I look like normally I wake up 7:30, 7 to 7:30 is time to get out of bed.
Yeah, super chat from JT.
JT, $5. Mike, lots of chat talk about the boats you're making. How many have you contracted to SARD? Also, how are the dog leather jackets coming along?
I'm not sure. I haven't really checked my books lately.
Sirocco, I'm getting to that stage in life where I want to say I'm getting a boat and you're not welcome on. But I can't afford a boat. I'm thinking just a cabin.
It's certainly not for everyone. I'll put it that way.
Yes, I can agree.
You know, I love it. People look at me and go, "How the fuck do you do it?" But you know, it's what I.
You're not trying to convert them. It's not like Amway where you're trying to get recruits.
Absolutely
you don't give
not.
a shit.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You're a good salesman. You did the business cards. Inspiring man, Sirocco.
Yeah. Oh, I was fortunate, you know. I didn't.
You are inspiring, Sirocco.
But you know, I did okay.
You're living the life you want
He's living
to
the
live.
life. Exactly, Mike. That's exact. And you, to an extent, you're living the life as well, Mike.
Yeah, a little bit. Not as much as I'd want, but yeah, you know, I can't say I'm unhappy. I can't say that.
MLMJ, £2. Arch, I heard ladyboys like to wear dog leads. You know, I'll tell you honestly, some men really do like the lady boys. So these are, I don't think you'd say it's gay because they're men who are they're transsexual men. Okay, so look, it's each to his own, and I don't dislike anyone. I kind of think you gotta, it's your own. What you like is for you. It's for you. I kind of I like female. Sirocco, what do you think? You like females, don't you, Sirocco?
Females. Yeah, girls. Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
I don't hate someone if they do like men.
I mean, you know,
In fact, I got nothing against it.
no.
I like
absolutely not.
females, but I've seen some lady boys that passed off as the finest hot girl you've ever seen, but the fact that they've got that equipment down below, like, just seals the deal. Like, I would never go there, you know.
Some brown G-force arch.
Just
Brown G Force. Here we go. Brown G Force, $2. Living the dream, Mike.
trying.
Oh, that's
Trying.
exactly it, man. I got to tell you, Sirocco, what makes you happy? You at the marina? You got a new marina. Would you ever go down and live in Sydney? Would you ever move? Would you move down to
Oh,
Sydney,
God,
New
no.
South?
No, I
no,
lived
New
in
South
Melbourne
Wales?
20 years. It was too fucking
Okay.
cold. That's
Okay.
why I'm in Queensland.
Could you
now.
take your vessel down to, say, Tasmania, for example?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the ranges are okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's straight. The Bass Strait is
an
a bit of
awful
a
lot of
bitch, isn't
diesel.
it?
Yeah,
The
I
straight-
could get over. Yeah, that's not too bad. You
Okay.
pick your
So what
weather
happens if you run out of diesel and you're at sea?
up. You're in the shit.
Yeah, you're making like SOS calls to hope somebody can save you with a few
Hope someone
100
comes and
gallons of
rescues you,
diesel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have any like people who do that as a business come out and deliver fuel to you and stuff like that?
There was
Well-
one, funny enough, yesterday off Bundy. This powerboat, I think it was about a 40-foot powerboat just north of Fraser Island, ran out of fuel, and they took fuel out to him, and then they couldn't bloody get the motor started, so they had to tow the boat back 125 miles, I believe.
Oh, that must
Yes.
have cost them an arm and a leg.
That would cost them an absolute fucking fortune. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much would that cost? Like $1,000?
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah, at least. If you got with a diesel boat, if you got no power, you got no steering. And if you're in the water in a boat in the open ocean with no steering, you
No
are
steering?
at the
You
mercy.
don't have a rudder underneath?
Well,
Sirocco?
now if you got no power though, your steering is useless. You know, unless it's a sailboat and you have wind, then you've got some steering because you've
No,
got
not
forward.
all powerboats have power steering, Mike.
What's that?
No, if you got a rudder, generally they're not power steering.
No, but I'm just saying if you have a diesel powered boat,
It doesn't matter.
and you run out of power, you've got no steering. You unless you can power. You got two
I
props.
have to go, mate.
Hey, that's okay, man. We love you. Thank you for
Okay.
coming on, man. We love
No
you.
worries. Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you again soon.
Right on. See you, Sirocco.
Thank you so much there. Thank you, Sirocco. Oh, Pavel, $20. Pavel, $20. Arch, can you bring up the Bering 70 yacht? I'd like Sirocco's take. 3,000-mile range on a bit over 200 gallons of gas.
2,000 gallons of diesel.
Okie dokie. We can bring that fucker up. I know nothing about it, but I'm happy to give it a squirt, Mike. So this is what sort of boat is this fucking thing? This is a Bering. I never heard of this.
Bearings?
You heard of this brand before?
No, I know nothing about yachts.
We can give him a squirt. We can give him Bering 70. Oh,
Yeah, pull it
look at
up.
Images.
Probably a
Fuck,
beautiful
look at
boat.
this. What the fuck
Oh
is
yeah,
that? Look,
that's gorgeous.
Yeah, man.
That's
take
living the life, man.
Fuck me. Yeah, that's that's serious. You'll get serious pussy in that fucker.
Oh man,
What do you reckon, man?
that's
Fuck
the kind
me
of boat
dead.
you can entertain in. You know, like in the
Yeah.
Mediterranean, you pull in, you dock, or you dock out in the bay, or in the
And you,
immediate
you have
bay.
a fight with somebody. You know what you do if you have a fight with somebody?
What, you ram them with your boat?
No, you just release the sewage. You release the
No,
sewage.
they'll that size boat, though,
That's
you know, you can
fucking
park.
amazing,
and-
man. That's a fucking amazing boat, man. If you can afford that, man. What's the price? How much does a Bearing 77? Fuck me dead.
I guess
$4.7
$1
million
million.
euros.
Four
How much is this?
4.7.
is
That's holy
one.
moly.
That's 2.5 million fucking dollars. I'm just counting the zeros. $2.5 million. Fuck me dead. That's
That's
Bearing is the most rugged shape for a reliable, safe, and powerful trip between destination. Hard chilled hull. Fuck me dead. 4,000. The 77's got a 4,000 range. Fuck me dead. What's the smallest bearing? The smallest bearing is the Bearing 77. Fuck me dead. Get it a squirt. Go and Bearing 70 for sale. Let's have a look there. So let's have a look there. We'll see. Oh, fuck me dead. 3.4 million euros. Fuck me dead. Australian design by renowned Scott. I never heard. I'm not really into the fuck. Sirocco. Hey,
he's
Snake.
gone. He's gone.
Snake. That's fucking
Oh,
beautiful.
Look at that.
man.
That's luxury.
me
at its
dead.
finest. Look at that bedroom.
Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead. Look at this, man. Fucking
Yeah.
hell. What a
That's living life right there. You know, you're not always tooling around. You know, that's the thing. You
the
park your
problem
boat.
is say you had the $3.4 million, right? I suppose you
Well,
could run it as a business. You could do charter business, couldn't
yeah,
you?
no,
You
you
could do.
could charter to help
You could
help
make a living.
maintain.
If
but-
you
but
own the boat, could you make a living out of it? That's the question.
a lot of
Oh,
people
look
do.
at the
A lot
deck.
of people
Look
do.
at the deck
But
here, man.
I'm just going to say the maintenance costs on a boat like this are crazy. You know,
You
just
reckon?
to swab the deck, which needs to be done basically daily. The chrome needs to be polished daily. You know, the sails need to be
It's
washed.
beautiful. Look at this, man.
Um,
It's fucking beautiful. Look at this boat. Look at this fucking thing.
yeah,
Look at it,
I'm
man.
just
Look at this.
saying that they're expensive to maintain and run and operate, and you can offset those costs by
Oh, you got
chartering.
dual controls. You got the deck and you got
Oh yeah,
inside.
you got the
Fuck
upper
me
level.
dead.
You got upper level, and you got the lower level, and you probably got a level down inside the boat where you can control it as well,
Look
deep
at, man,
down
this.
inside.
Holy fuck! Oh, that'd be expensive to
Look
take
at how
that bitch out of
beautiful
the
that
water.
that
Wouldn't it?
boat might even be made out of carbon fiber. Wow, what a boat!
Would you be happy if you had that? Is that happiness? Is that what you want, or what do you reckon?
If I had enough to own it and maintain it and run it and you know live comfortably owning it, yes, it would bring me happiness. If it were plopped in my lap, then I'd be stuck with owning something I couldn't afford to maintain and
So this
own.
boat is 60,000 kilos. It's 2 engines.
Yeah, you got most of the bigger
4,000
boats. Have,
liters of fuel.
yeah,
Man, that looks like a beautiful vessel. That's fucking. We
but
must
you
ask
got to remember,
Sirocco
like
about that.
you know,
The bearing.
the dry dock costs every year or two are insane. You know, and you got to pay somebody to go and with a buffing tool and buff off all of that special paint and repaint the part of the boat that contacts the water. It's just they paint it up to the water line, and it's this special paint that decays. It's like the porous paint, and it decays, and it keeps the barnacles from sticking to it, and it has to be replaced like every couple of years. And otherwise, your boat will, if you just let it float and drive around for 5 years or park it for 5 years, you'll go underneath and it'll be your worst nightmare. You know, it'll just look like a jungle, like a upside down sea floor bed. You know, stuck to the bottom of your boat. Barnacles and clams and mussels and seaweed and anything you can dream of. It all sticks to the boat and grows on it.
Yeah, that's fucking.
This is part of owning a boat, man. Owning the maintenance thing is the That's what kills you. It's the same like as with a race car, you know, or you can go buy a race car, great. You know, you got a race car. But you want to drive it on a track, you gotta keep buying tires constantly, buying tires, buying tires, buying tires. Tires are $1,500, $2,000 a set for
What's
a
that for?
weekend
Which tires is it? What sort of car is that?
for damn near any race car. Okay,
$1,500 for how
yeah,
long? Just a weekend?
yeah, for a weekend.
Can you
For some,
retread the fuckers or not?
no, no, no.
You
They're
can't
they're,
use
they're
retread.
super sticky, high end slicks. They have no tread. They're just gummy tires that wear out really fast, and they stick like glue. But they're only like for a real racer would bring 2, 3 sets. You know, one for practice and then another set for the real race. Um, you know, you watch NASCAR or Australian V8 supercars, right? You see those guys changing out tires, doing pit stops. They go through 8, 10 sets of tires in one race. That's like $100,000 in tires in one race, just
Fuck.
for one team. Tires and fuel and maintenance are what kill you, like on the big boy sports. You know,
Holy
um,
fuck.
yeah, like car racing, motorcycle racing. It's the tires.
How many miles do you get out of your tires for your 335IS?
I think my tires have been changed out once. I got it with about 70,000 miles on it, and my car just turned over 100,000 miles, so I got about 40,000 miles. But my
What sort of
tires are
tires do you run? What tires do you run? That sounds like good.
40,000 miles is not that great on a set of tires, but the tires I have are more performance tires, so they're a little stickier. They're called summer tires. Um, they're sticky rubber. They wear out faster. They work on the racetrack and the street, but you do not want to use them during the winter if you live where it freezes, because that soft rubber turns to rock hard ice when it's cold, and you'll go sliding off the road.
Oh, that rubber goes to rock hard ice. You're joking.
Yeah, if
Hey,
if
we've got another super chat here. Look at this, Mike. They would like our boat talk.
Yeah.
Bondage and discipline, $5. How many onion marbles would it take to fuel the Berling 70? Fuck me
You
dead.
figure about $100 an onion marble, if you can find them in good condition. So just do the math.
40 of them.
40 you get you $4,000.
Yeah. Oh, is that how many liters? Oh, you probably need. Yeah.
You need a lot more.
Yet $2. Mike, any karting experience? Much more affordable. Yes, you did karting, didn't you?
I've driven a couple of carts. I've driven a shifter cart on a track a couple of times. You know, amazingly enough, carts actually set faster lap times on most tracks than race cars. And what I found was that the G forces that those carts can pull in turns had me, you know, their seats wrap around your rib cage and hold you in. There's no seatbelt, and they flex. There's no suspension, so the seat kind of flexes, and you can get thicker or thinner seats to adjust the flex of the frame. But by the time you're done being in a cart for a half an hour as an older guy, your ribs are black and blue, and you're torn up. You are fucking torn up. Carts are for younger guys, you know, that are learning to race. They're for kids that are working their way up into the you know, higher echelons of racing. Me jumping into a cart, that's like a one-time. Sure, I'll do it for fun experience, but it's not like anything.
Yeah, give you a sore back, don't you think?
What's that? Oh, sore
It'll give you
back,
a
sore
sore-
everything, man. But your main thing
Yeah.
is your rib cage, because the seat is this fiberglass seat that wraps literally around your rib cage to hold you in, because you're doing 4 or 5 G's sideways G's in the turns.
how much can a human take? You can take up to 10 Gs, can't you? 11 Gs?
No, at about 6 or 7 Gs, a person will pass out. Vertical Gs, sideways Gs, it's a different story. You could probably, I don't know, handle quite a few momentarily.
Have you ever passed out from the Gs?
No, no. My father's told me about passing out. He flew, F-104s, and he's told me about passing out from high G maneuvers and things, and flying his Air Force jets. But he was wearing a G suit. You know what that is? It's like a air suit that expands and blows up and pressurizes your legs and your lower body to keep your blood from pouring down to your feet. And even with those, they have to do special breathing maneuvers, like they do these super special breathing maneuvers to keep their blood up in their head. Otherwise, they black out because the blood rushes out of their head and down to the bottom of their body. And yeah, a lot of crashes happen from people pulling too many G's doing aerobatics and things.
Fucking hell, Mikey. That's a hard way to go, isn't it, or not?
Well, I think if you're out there doing aerobatics and you black out and you go in, you probably didn't feel a thing. You were unconscious.
Speaking of race cars, this here is FW1.
Let me go find that the shit I'm talking about really quick. I'll be right back.
I'm trying to find a temporary wax. I want a FW1. This is a temporary wax. It's a wax. What is it? It's a high performance. Does FW1 cleaning wax? Well, FW1 is a good option as it's waterless. Also protects the car. It works great for tinted windows. In an apartment, he uses it for windows. Does FW1 remove scratches? Is performance based? It will not only clean and wax your vehicle, but also remove tar, bugs, mildew, wide grome, and tree sap without water and fast. Does FW is a Canubera wax? Gee, that's an interesting shit there, isn't it? Does anyone have any experience with FW1?
Hey, Archie.
Yeah. Hey, how are you, man?
This is the stuff. It's called ice.
Spray wax. It's made by turtle wax.
Turtle wax. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
So, because sometimes you don't want to do, if you got a bit of dust on the car, you just want to get the dust off and give it a bit of a spruce up. You know what I mean? You don't want to wash the car from scratch, do you?
No. And if you keep your car garaged, you can get those long feather little fingered dusters, so you dust your car off.
Yes.
If you do that and your car hasn't been rained on, then you can come along with something like this and do each panel real quick. It doesn't take any time. Wipe on, wipe off, dries clear. It's like putting Rain-X on your windshield. But it's a real thin, watery wax, basically, is all it is. Great shit, though. I used it on my airplane, and because it just was easy to use, and but I use it on my car too. Just go panel by panel.
Oh, okay. How is that car going, man? Do you love it still?
Oh man, I fucking love my car, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Do you? I kind of, the problem with my Beamer is, before you know it, you're already at the top speed. You know what I mean? You've got to. It's.
It is really cool to be going down the freeway at 90 or 100, and just having it feel like 50, and the car's like not shaking or vibrating or doing anything. It's just. The cars fucking are awesome, I drove home from LA once at 110 miles an hour, the whole way,
Yes.
just on I-5, which is just a straight stretch of road that'll straight put you to sleep. And I just said, if I get a ticket, I get a ticket. And I followed. There was other people going 110, so I just followed, in suit with them. But 110,
Yeah.
115 miles an hour for about 4 hours. Cut about 2 hours off my trip. But yeah, the Beamer's just, I mean, you just floating along like it's nothing.
You
You
love your
know?
Beamer, don't you?
Oh yeah, I really do. I've had it for 5 years. I just paid it off.
Oh,
And
so it was 5 years old when you got it.
it was.
That's pretty. That's not that old. How many miles did it have on it when you got it?
It had about, I think, 69,000 or so miles on it when I got it, and I've put
Okay.
about 40,000 on it since I've owned it in the last 5 years. Which it averages out to about 10,000 miles a year is basically what that car's been put through, which is kind of what you want to do. You don't want to let your car sit because then
sorry,
all
just 1 minute there. Super chat. I got a super chat from GB. GB's a great guy. He's been helping me out quite a lot there. Oh.
GB
Sorry, I got another
super
chat.
chat.
Oh, so we did Yurt. Have you got any karting experience? We spoke about karts. Then we got
Yeah, we
Yurt,
talked
$2. F1 Formula One guys training them to stay fit.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
good.
do. And they started out with them as kids when they were young, and their parents were vetting them for
GB,
the
$2.
future.
Glad you like the bottle. Yeah, I love it. Try the Colonite 845 wax.
Probably another really great
Colonite
band. There's lots of great
845
products out
wax.
there, Arch. There's lots of great products.
What does it do? What does it do? I'm trying to work out how long does wax last? Between 2 to 3 months. Is it a good wax? It's one of the finest liquid Canuba waxes you can buy. It has the
Okay.
shine and wetness of Canuba, but the longevity is more like paint sealant. Fuck.
So you've got synthetic waxes that are silicone based, and then you've got carnauba waxes that are carnauba wax based.
Carnauba waxes. Yeah, I want to get some Canubas. I want to get the Canubas in. You know what I mean?
Carnauba is the natural wax that I don't know. I would probably prefer to use on my car, but the silicone waxes are easier to apply and use. The problem just it's not really a problem, but like if you ever need to do a repair on your car, it presents problems. Like if they're like when they're sanding the silicone, they really have to clean. They have to buff the silicone off of that paint before they do any body work, because nothing sticks to silicone.
I see.
And so if somebody's been using silicone wax on their car for their whole life, then they just have to do a little more work on it. If they're fixing dents on your car or something, they have a little more cleaning, a little more, prep work. But carnauba, that's been the industry standard for 100,000 years. Like carnauba is just the good old white wax that you wipe out of a can, you put on a rag, and it's really hard, and you do a panel, you rub it on until it hazes and dries, and then you wipe it off, and then you always end up with a little white streak in all the body seams of your car. It's a bitch. But it does leave a nice thick wax coating that's just untouchable, unmatchable. I think it leaves probably the thickest wax coat, out of the bunch. If you're using good old fashioned rock hard carnauba wax out of an old can. But these new liquid ones are pretty comparable, especially if you maintain your car, and you don't let it go 50,000 miles between waxes, and you're cleaning, you're washing it often, and you can get by with the liquid waxes, and as long as the water beads up and rolls off, and it doesn't just kind of wet out across the top of your car,
Here we go. We got a super chat in from Bondage and Discipline, $20. How many vintage radioactive marbles does it cost you if your wiener gets stuck in a Bangkok glory hole? Asking for a friend. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you gotta watch those wieners. I gotta tell you, man. Fuck, man. I'm just looking. I'm just reevaluating what I want in life, Mike.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'd like to live in a. I'm sort of sick of the Western world at the moment. I mean, I love my car. I love driving, but I mean, I could always come back every month, couldn't I?
Hey, you won't miss it. Like when I've go to Baja and you slow down and you start like melding into that slow life, and you realize you don't need a fucking fast car. You don't need uh, a luxury anything. You need a pair of
Mr.
shorts
Tudor
and
to
a.
you, $5. That's right, Arch. Colonite 845. Stop messing with Mickey Mouse off the shelf products.
Yeah, it's probably
So-
real Carnauba wax is what it is. The real deal.
Okey-dokey.
And there are a lot of car products on the market. I mean, you go to whatever car store that we have over here. We've got Pep Boys and anyways, you go to the section for car wax and it's a whole wall, of different car waxes, and it's like, if you know your shit, you'll know which one to buy. Otherwise, every one of them will probably work decently. But if
Pavel,
you really,
$5. Arch, you need to buy an orbital buffer and some foam pads before you try any of this. Canuba is old tech. Polymer sealant is what you want. Good point.
Yeah, the orbital buffer, definitely you. Okay, if you're
I'm
starting
addicted.
from scratch,
Can I tell you something secret? If you don't get upset, Snake, I'm really addicted to Ryobi.
Oh yeah. I
What I
guess
want to do, I'll show you what I want to get.
considered-
I'll show you what I want to get from Ryobi. Okay. See, they got the same tools.
all the
can
different
use-
companies are like that, though. They all
Are
run
they?
the same battery pack. Yeah, every company's got
Yeah,
its own proprietary
I'm
battery
looking at
pack.
it. What do they got here? Let's have a look. Wrenches, nailers, stapler, inverter, multi-tool, storage. Let's have a look here. Where's the little vacuum? Sanders. So
Yeah. They'll all use the same battery pack.
Talking
So
guns. What the
all you
fuck?
gotta do is buy the
Grinders?
tool
What is
and
this? Power tools. Where is the gardening tools? Cleaning. Vacuum cleaners. Look at this. This is Ryobi. Let's see what vacuum cleaners they got. Look at, oh, fuck. You know what? That's as good as that fucking Dyson I bought. I reckon this could be a better vac. What do you reckon?
yeah, I've had a number of Dysons. They're pretty good till they conk out. Then like no
Look at
repair
this.
shop will
Nice
touch them.
vac. Look at this. $60 for a little touch-up vac.
Yeah, Ryobi. I think there's a couple of companies that are above Ryobi. I can't think of the names of them right now, but they're
Wittenauer.
I don't know about Wittenauer. I've never I haven't heard of them. I know Milwaukee Pneumatic.
Milwaukee, that's it.
Milwaukee,
Milwaukee's top of the line shit. That's what all the trendy
yeah.
tradies use.
So if you buy Milwaukee, they have their own proprietary battery pack. So if you just buy all Milwaukee shit, that battery pack will run in any one of those, and you buy multiple batteries, keep them on chargers. So when it goes down, you just grab another battery, slam it in, and keep on mowing, or keep on vacuuming or whatever, but every company's like that now. And the higher the voltage, see, this is 18 volts. You got 24 volts and 36 volts, and the higher voltage, the more efficient electronics get motor wise. And so as time goes on, you'll see the voltages go up, and the run times get longer, and the power of the tool gets better. and yeah, but every company's like this. So Ryobi's decent. I've got a couple Ryobi part things, and they run the same battery pack, and it's kind of cool. I can just switch the battery out to the other thing, and um,
Yeah.
most of my stuff's gas powered still. So, but you know
Yeah,
what?
do you find that better? Is gas better?
Well, if you're out there weed whacking your heavy duty,
Yeah.
jungle of a backyard, yeah, you want a
Gasoline.
gas powered weed whacker.
I got the Edger. I got a Ryobi Edger. I fucking love it. I love it because the problem with fucking gas powered shit is I find the bitches like real 2-stroke can be a real bitch to start. You know what I mean?
If you know the trick to them, they're actually not that hard to start.
WD-40.
No, it's just a matter of priming and how many pulls you give them before you turn the choke off, and that kind of thing. Because a lot of people just keep tugging and pull and keep pulling until they're out of breath, and
Yeah,
they're
sounds like me. Sounds like me, Mike.
Yeah, but basically, you turn the choke on, you give it a couple pulls until it pops over once, and then you turn the choke off, and you give it a couple more pulls, and usually they will fire right up at idle.
It's a real bitch. I must tell you, man. I find it really fucking hard because I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed with it, man.
With your gas powered thing?
Yeah, fucking bastard to start. You know what I mean?
Does it have a little bubble where you push on it to push the fuel into the car?
Yeah, like lawnmower. I got a 4-stroke lawnmower. I find 4-stroke so much easier. What do you think of 4-stroke?
No, 4-strokes are great. Does your 2-stroke thing have a little rubber bubble?
Yeah, a primer. Of
so
course it does. Yeah.
You push that, and if it has,
I follow it word for word instructions. Prime it 10 times. Do this.
Oh
do
God,
that.
no! That's where you're killing yourself. You push it, and you'll push it once, and you'll feel air. You push it twice, you feel air. You push it a third time, and you'll feel it's now pumping a little bit of liquid. It gives a little resistance. You stop right there. Right there, and then you put it on choke, and you start tugging. If you give it 10 pumps, you're just loading your motor up full of fuel, and it's gonna flood the shit out of that motor, and you're gonna be sitting there tugging until
I put too much fuel in.
Yeah, no, 10 pumps on the primer is like, it's just way overkill. You got to get a feel for that primer bubble. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. I pump the bitch. I'm trying to get the bastard started. Pump.
No, you pump.
You reckon I flooded the motor?
You go pump, and then you feel right.
Stop.
And you stop there. That's all it needs. Is just a tiny. It takes 3 drops to prime your motor, not 7 fucking pumps with the primer. And so you go air. Once you feel it pumping a little bit of fuel in, you stop there, put the choke on, give it a couple pulls till it pops, turn the choke off, give it a couple more pulls, and it'll fire. Guaranteed, unless there's an issue with the carb or something. That's how 2-strokes go. And they're very, very consistent like that. You just got to know, not to keep pumping away on that primer thing. Try it next time. You'll see what I'm talking about. If it's been sitting for a while, then your carb's drained out, air, the gas in it's evaporated. So, give it a couple pumps, you'll feel air, and then you'll feel liquid. You'll feel, you'll feel a little resistance to it. Just stop there and start pulling on the cord with the choke on. And then once you get one pop, okay, just a like as your brum, right? Then turn the choke off and give it a couple pulls, and it'll fire right up. Shit, I'll go out and grab my weed eater right now and show you. I'll fire it up in my room.
I think I understand what you're saying. No, that's okay, Snake. I don't want you to waste resources
Well, no, I
Where
mean,
in-
I got a weed eater and
yeah.
well, I used to have a chainsaw. I think my uncle
I-
fucking took that. Um,
Well,
but
I'd have a word with him and say, mate, you better fucking start being nice to me because I'm not going to fucking help you.
his wife moved back up from down in Southern California, so he's got help now. So now he's turned back to being very
asshole.
very standoffish, and we actually I went over to his place the other day,
Can I show you a car I've fallen in love with? Do you want to see it or not?
and I was wearing
Yes.
masks,
Do
and
you want to see
yeah,
a car?
let's see it. Let's see it. Look what I can do.
Sorry about that, Snake. I pressed the wrong fucking button.
Yeah, you disappeared.
Yeah.
I got-
Snake, I'm going to show you something. I've fallen in love with something, right?
let's see it. Let's see it, Arch.
And I actually had a vehicle inspection at the dealer yesterday. They're just checking out shit, you know. And now I was going to show you something that I really have fallen in love with. What do you think of these? The Z4. Z4.
Oh yeah, no, that's a sexy car.
And there I am at the dealership.
Do you know the new Toyota Supra?
Yeah, they use a lot of
That-
stuff from the Z4.
It is a Z4 with a Toyota body on it. The engine says
engine-
BMW on the
yeah.
on the valve cover. They
Does
use
it?
BMW suspension. It's basically a Z4.
Oh, but
Take
the body's
body
different.
off.
The body is different. The body is
Put
different.
a Toyota Supra body on, clunk, and boom, you've got a Toyota
Let me
Supra.
show you here. This is me sitting inside. That's
Yeah,
the Z4. Do you think the Breguet
how
look cool
how was
inside
how was the leg room and stuff? Did you feel cramped
what?
at all?
No, it felt really. It's nice car. That's the Z. Look at that.
Yeah, those are beautiful cars and really high performance.
Well, it's the same engine as mine. It's the same engine as mine.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe they might make an M version.
They do. They make a
with the
40.
six-cylinder.
They got the 6-cylinder. Yeah, the 6-cylinder is the sweets. This is inside a 7 Series. I was inside a 7. Look at the wood. I like this wood finish. Look at that. It's fucking.
My 135 had the burl wood, but my 135 is all business, so it's just got a metal interior.
I wore the Breguet. Look at the BMWs.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Beautiful
I love that
car.
caramel. I love that caramel strap. That strap color is just beautiful.
Here we go.
that
Super
car's-
chats
that
just
car's
come in.
sweet, man.
MLMJ, £2. Mike, thoughts on petrol pumps with small nozzles?
Petrol pumps with small nozzles. I don't know exactly what they're referring to.
Most cars now use direct injection. You've got to have they have direct injections no longer. What do you think of direct injection, Mike?
Oh, it's very cool. It's just introduced a new thing that nobody foresaw. And that was they recirculate the little bit of blow-by that the engine produces, the little bit of smoke that makes it past the rings and normally was just vented to the atmosphere. They actually recirculate that back through and reburn it. Okay? Now,
on
a normally fuel injected car where your injectors are in front of the valves, the air would mix with that oil and smoke and smoky air, and it would just run through the engine. But when you direct injection, the injector's right in top of next to the spark plug, right in the combustion chamber, so it's squirting the gas right on top of the piston. Okay, and so the intake valves only see smoky air, and that collects and builds and clogs your intake port and your intake valves, and has become a major problem with BMW, Volkswagen, Mini, Dodge, any direct injected car at about 40,000 miles usually has to go through a service where they take the intake manifold off and they use walnut shells as like a sandblaster, and they blast out the intake port and they blast all the carbon off of the intake
Yes.
valve and the port.
Is that a bad thing, or that's just how they are?
It's just it's an inevitable result of direct injection, because the valves don't get the fuel washing them off as the fuel runs across them, because the fuel is being put in directly over the piston. It's not being put in front of the piston in the intake runner, and so the intake valve and the intake port never sees any fuel. It just sees smoky air from the blow-by, and that over time collects and clogs up your intake ports. And sooner or later, your engine will throw a code. It'll misfire, and you'll take it in, and they'll say, "Yeah, we got to do this $300 operation on your car," and they clean out the intake ports, and it runs like new when you're done. And it's actually kind of a non-issue. It's just a new thing. And if you put something called an air oil separator, which will ruin it separates the smoke from the air, and therefore will eliminate this problem altogether. And I don't know why the companies don't put them on their cars in the fucking first place, because it would just eliminate the issue altogether. And any hot rodder just immediately puts an air oil separator on. I've got one on my car, but I have to take it off every time to get it smogged, because it makes my car not smog legal.
Oh, you got to do smog in California every fucking year.
Every 2 years.
Fuck me, Dad.
But if you buy
Mikey,
a brand new car, you get a 4-year reprieve.
Oh, okay. Mikey, I want to say, man, thank you so much for coming on my show today.
Sure, man. I
Been
love
really
you,
nice.
Arch.
It's been nice to have you here.
It's been nice to leave the comments off and just be on the show, and just I've left the comments off. 99%. 99%. I earlier on I was blipping in and looking, but the last hour I haven't even looked, and
No,
I'm happier for it. I'm happier just to be on the show and be part of your show. And
Mike, it's been great to have you on there, man.
Thanks,
I might
man.
just wrap this baby up. It's been a good show. You know, you just get the nice vibe. We had a nice had some nice super chats. Thank you guys who
the car talk definitely doesn't drag in the super chats, as you can tell.
It's I love a little bit of car talk's okay, you know.
I love car talk, man. I could talk cars all day. Yeah, so it's like you're wrong guy to have on for car talk.
I gotta tell you, I fucking like this. I'm not really a big silver car guy, but silver with the ready interior, fuck, it works.
It does, but silver's
I like the alloys. I like the whole.
Silver's the worst color to own on a car. It's the first color to fade, and because today's new paint process, they paint the cars with watercolor.
Yeah, then they
clear coat over the top of it. And silver and silver gray, silver is the first color for that clear coat to be eaten through on. And you've seen what I'm talking about. Those cars where the hood and the top of the car just has the clear coat, the sun-baked clear coat, just being eaten away by the sun. And, those need a complete strip down straight to the metal and a complete repaint. And silver is the worst color for that. You know what color my favorite color of late is this deep gray. I've seen these cars.
That new color, that new flat gray. It's a flat gray, isn't it? It's a brownie gray, isn't it?
I don't know if it's flat, but it's a real deep, dark gray.
It's like a tube. Oh, no. Oh, you don't. Oh, I'm talking about a lighter gray. No, okay.
I've seen them on the Hyundais and the Kias. They're just a dark, deep gray, and it's just classy, man. Fucking class color. They're shiny. They're not a flat matte color. The problem with matte is if you smear grease or anything on them, they won't come out. And if you try to rub it out, you'll ruin that matte finish, and it'll leave a shiny spot where that matte was supposed to be. So matte's good if you're going to wrap your car with a matte wrap, because then someday you're going to pull the wrap off. And wraps are cool, if you want to preserve your paint job and sell your car later down the road with a flawless.
I don't like wraps.
Job.
I've always been scared of them taking the paint off, man. That's the problem.
No, they don't take the paint off. They come off. They use a hairdryer and they just peel right off. But they're also a good wrap job will cost you $5,000 or $6,000. So it's half the cost of a paint job.
I know, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man.
Guys that buy a Ferrari or a Lambo will almost always instantly have their car wrapped in some other color just for fun, and they drive around in that, and it protects their original paint because it's chip rock and chip proof basically, or at least protects it. And then when they're done with the car, they just pull off their wrap. And you have basically the paint job that you had from the showroom floor, and that's the beauty of owning a car that's had a wrap from day one.
Okay, Mike, I'm going to wrap this up. Mikey, thank you so much for coming on. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you bet. Sure, I love you,
guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to run the outro. See you later, guys.
All right. Love you, Arch. Talk to you soon.
Great to have you on, Mike. Bit of car talk's okay. You got to press the microphone. You're muted, Mikey. Press the mute button there, and I can hear you.
Thank you, Arch. It's an honor. It's an honor to be on your show.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I don't know if I really want any more power than the Beamer. I'm happy with my 4-pot Beamer. I'm okay with it.
250 horsepower on today's cars is faster than any
250 horsepower.
Your car is faster than any of the 60s cars that we talk about. The Mustangs, the Camaros. Your car's faster than any of those cars. Because you're a lot lighter, and your suspension's a lot more up to date, so the car hooks up better, and